I'm just going to go over the rules. So this is Professor Daly's Trick Room game. First off, just big, huge thank you for everybody showing up to this game. It means a lot to me that we got a full game of Werewolf. It's been a long time, and I'm so humbled by that. And there's so many people that want to join in on this. This is awesome. I put a link in the chat to a document that's got information about the game. There's a lot of information that you won't have because of the nature of the game. If you weren't here for the first time that I played these, the first version of this, don't worry, you don't need to know anything from that game. It's a completely standalone game, but essentially the idea is that we are trying to combine the social deduction elements of Werewolf with the hidden information and puzzles and clues of an escape room. The game structure is going to be very similar to games that you've played before. There's going to be a werewolf team and a village team. The werewolf team's killing at night. Village team is deliberating and killing during the day. The werewolf team needs to kill or achieve parity with the village in order to win, and the village needs to kill all the werewolves in order to win. There's going to be 3 nominations per day maximum, and the village is going to sleep after that third vote or the first kill. Contrary to the previous game I did, I'm going to use a fixed timer each day. That's just to avoid us having to battle Adam for the longest werewolf game, and make sure that I don't have to influence the game by calling for nominations at the wrong time or anything like that. So I'm going to set a timer at the beginning of the day. When that timer runs out, I'm just going to mute everybody and we're going to go to sleep. I will let the village know periodically how much time is left on your timer. And if you want to ask me, I'll be happy to give you that information.
What is the time for each day?
So I am sympathetic to the fact that this is a game that requires a lot of talking and thinking through and strategizing and, dealing with information, what may or may not be in the game. So I'm going to give you 15 minutes on the first day. I'm going to give you 12 minutes on the second day. I'll bump that down to 10, then 8, and then from night or day 5 on, it'll be a 7-minute timer. So you'll always have at least 7 minutes. But that'll be a fixed timer each day, just so that I don't have to worry about any of the consequences of me trying to keep track of the time. I'll let you know whether someone was a werewolf or villager when they die, whether it's day or night. If I don't, please let me know to remind me to do that. I do recommend having a notepad or some kind of writing utensil, taking notes, even if you're not a note taker, just because there's clues and stuff like that. If you want to use any kind of apps or outside resources to try to solve something, you're welcome to do so. I do encourage that, with a couple exceptions. You can't go to the Discord dead chat, and you can't try to hack my computer and find the master rules document. Other than that, use whatever you would like. We're going to have a werewolf team. There's going to be 5 pretty powerful werewolves that the village is going to have to deal with at the start of the game. We're going to have a tone wolf. We're going to have a gambler wolf. We're going to have a phasing wolf. We're going to have a time wolf, and we're going to have a spy wolf. That's all that you know about the wolves right now. You'll find out more potentially as the game goes on. Wolves are going to get information about their role when I send it out to them. If they have any questions, they can PM me, and I will be happy to clarify. The wolves don't know anything about each other's roles, and there's not going to be any communication between wolves during the night. I don't want to see anybody holding up signs, "This is what my thing does, you should do this," or anything like that. Just give me names of who you want to kill at night, wolves, and you can be as stubborn and enthusiastic as you want to with those names, but no other communication. If you'd like to chat about your roles during the day, that's perfectly fine. I wouldn't recommend it, but go for it. We're going to have a village team. There's going to be a number of plain villagers, and we're going to have a confused seer. Seer will wake each night, give me a name. I'll let them know if that person is a werewolf or a village player, but I'm not going to give them the traditional up, down. I'm going to give them some sort of cryptic signal for each, and they'll have to figure out what that means. Maybe if they're a villager, I scratch behind my ear, or I turn my head and cough, or something like that, We're going to have a bodyguard, standard bodyguard. They'll wake each night, give me a name. If the wolves target that person to die in the night, that person will not die. They can protect themselves, but they can't protect the same person more than once in a row. We're going to have the mediums that have become something of a meme in recent games. We're going to have 5 of them, 1 for each wolf. The mediums are going to wake each night by their number when I call them, and I will give them a clue. Each medium is designated to a specific wolf, though they don't know which wolf is their wolf. When the mediums die, we have an apprentice medium who is something of a Frankenstein, you can think of it. They're no power at the beginning of the game, but as soon as a medium dies, I will message that person and I will let them know, you are now medium 2, and they will begin waking up as medium 2. I will also text them all of the clues that medium 2 has gotten up until that point. So they'll continue that stream of information so long as they're in the game. Once they're dead, nothing I can do about that. I do have some ways to help the village a little bit if, the werewolves get really super duper lucky. But we'll see if that comes into play.
Does the medium take over just the first one to die or all of them?
It takes over all of them. So if you're the apprentice medium, it's a powerful role. As mediums die, you're getting all of these things. You may be waking up multiple times during the night. Those medium clues could be kind of cryptic. They could require some creative thinking. There may also be hidden roles in the village that I am not explaining right now. And there may be up to 2 cursed villagers and up to 2 lichen villagers. And they will not know. They'll just receive villager. But that's the game. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask.
Does the confused seer get the same signal every time, like for every villager? Okay.
Yes.
You said that there's 5 powerful werewolves and then up to 2 cursed. Is there any like basic werewolves, or just the 5 powerful ones plus the 2 cursed potential?
Nope. Just cursed and the 5 werewolves.
Okay.
And the cursed just turn into plain werewolves.
Yes. No, they don't become some crazy wolf that has some ridiculous ability.
They become exploding wolves.
That'd be a twist. But no, that will not happen. All right, I think I've got everything. So with that, we will begin. Everybody can go to sleep.
Welcome, welcome to meinen Trick Room. Daily is the name and surprises are the game. Though I'll admit, you've caught me in a foul mood. You see, I just finished cleaning up the last group to come through here. Ach, they got everywhere. Such a mess, and you'll forgive me if the walls are a bit pink. I ran out of detergent. Anywho, you know the drill. Some of you are no good, kill the bad ones, solve the mysteries, etc., etc.
All right, can I get my bodyguard to wake up? All right, thank you. You can go back to sleep. Can I get my red herring to wake up? You can do your thing. Thank you. Can I get all of my werewolves to wake up? You should see this many werewolves. And you can go back to sleep whenever you're ready. Can I get my gambler wolf to wake up? Just my gambler wolf. Thank you. Go to sleep. Can I get just my spy wolf to wake up? You can do your thing. Thank you very much. All right, you can go to sleep. Can I get medium 1 to wake up? Medium 1 can wake up. There's your first clue. And you can go to sleep. Medium 2 can wake up. And when you have your clue, you can go back to sleep. Thank you. Medium 3, you can wake up. Your time to shine. Here's your first clue. Thank you. Medium 4 can wake up. Thank you very much. Medium 4, could you wake back up actually? And you can go back to sleep. And can I have medium 5 wake up? A clue for you, medium 5. And you can go back to sleep when you're ready. Thank you. And lastly, can I have my confused seer wake up? And you can give me a name of somebody you'd like to check tonight. Thank you. You can go to sleep. And with that, everybody can wake up. No strange happenings in the night, but the day is yours. You'll have 15 minutes.
So something that was really helpful in the last game when I played in the other one was medium clues. Now, I'm not urging the mediums to come out day one, but it is really helpful to the village to kind of go over some of those clues. They do lead to good results. I found that sometimes we got pushed to not really listen to some of the clues, and I think that all ideas should be welcome when we're dealing with these clues because they are really helpful for the village. Yeah. And I know that these pleas will probably go unheard, but it would be really nice if the wolves didn't kill our mediums before they gave some of their clues.
So actually, the one thing that's different between this game and last game is that the apprentice medium is much more stronger if they are a true Frankenstein, in which case they get all the clues of all the mediums. So it actually, I don't know if it's not the wrong idea for the mediums to just come out with their clues. The wolves will have to go through them, pick them off, leaving the apprentice medium to swoop in later and give us a ton of information.
If the wolves have a really strong read that one person's an apprentice seer, then we can be kind of screwed if we do that. So I definitely don't think that's a good idea. I also think that this is one of the rare instances that a no-kill day is kind of helpful just because it's really risky to let our mediums die.
So I wanted to discuss, there was obviously the red herring was a potential hidden role that was brought up, and then there was 2 night roles, the gambler and the, which one was it?
Spy wolf.
Gambler. Yeah. So presumably, because I know last game, all the wolves were just invincible until a certain criteria was met, correct?
Yeah.
And so this one, most likely, at least those 2 hopefully aren't necessarily directly that way. They might just have some OP ability or something that we have to interact with.
I think potential, like maybe the gambler wolf is maybe like picking on maybe like gambling who's maybe going to be put up for nomination or get lynched, and then if they get it right, something maybe happens or something like that potentially.
Some idea that I had about the time wolf was the fact that we have a strict timer now. I don't think that's a coincidence. Yeah. We might have like a time lord situation where they can take time off for a day and end it early. So that's something that I was kind of spinning around in my head.
Or it could be the other way around, that you can only kill them at certain times.
That's also possible.
Run out to kill them.
Yeah, like they have to be like in the first like 5 minutes of the day or something like that. That's what I was thinking initially.
Yeah, or
I,
it could be,
I,
or it could
I'm
be-
wondering if it's an anti-time law. The timer has to. If the timer runs out, they get killed.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Ooh.
What am I thinking with the spy wolf? Is that a mystic wolf?
That's what I was kind of guessing that because it kind of goes
Honestly,
along with spy.
that makes sense.
On the Time Wolf one, I feel like if the timer runs out and they die, I don't feel like that's a super powerful ability, and we've been told that these are powerful wolves.
Yeah, I
So
think it could just as
maybe
easily
they
be
have
if
some.
the day runs out that they get an extra kill.
Yeah, maybe
or
like
they
a
can't be
zip.
killed.
So maybe that's the gamble of the the combo between the two. Is you know,
if that's the only
it's
way
either
to
how
kill
you
them,
win
it's
or how you
quite
lose.
powerful.
Let's
Yeah.
find out.
I think as well, like the fact we've got up to 2 cursed. I don't think it seems thematic if they're just normal cursed and you just change whether a werewolf targets them. So I reckon the curse might be linked to one of the wolf's abilities as well, potentially.
So maybe the gambler wolf was turned like we
Alice,
can
is the
trigger.
curse a stackable roll?
The cursed would be a villager. It's not an attribute, so you couldn't
Mediums
have,
aren't
say,
going to become werewolves, and
no, you couldn't have,
screw us
say, a
over.
cursed seer or a cursed medium. No.
Graham's going to start give us Edgar Allan Poe, and then we're going to run with it.
That goes the same thing with a lichen, right? I'm assuming.
And I think what we should probably note is we got 5 wolves. Even if a couple of them can be killed, if there's a few where we have to work out how we killed them, we've got to both find the 5 wolves, work out possibly who's which wolf, and then kill them in the right way. And of course, we could have curse turning. I think we're really up against it this game.
One
Do we-
thought.
Sorry,
last
go on.
last game, it felt like I didn't actually play, but I watched. It felt like you immediately had suspicions early on. Was that a thing that just naturally happened, or did you just get lucky? Like, did they just kind of pop out at you? Like, I'm trying to figure out, because I remember that you basically knew 2 or 3 wolves most of the game that you needed to kill.
Well, I mean, Jugan wasn't dying,
Day one
so.
and gave one of his famous, horrible, obvious he's a werewolf defenses. So that was one of the issues. for
So
him.
maybe we should nominate people so that we can get those horrible defenses. I don't know.
Or I kind of like the idea that the Time Wolf has something to do with the timer running out.
Well, I think we should wait till we get more medium information before we gamble on it. Maybe,
Yeah.
because I think
Yeah,
that will
it could be
affect
the
us
other
what
way
to do.
Josh, I like that idea. The only problem with it, what if the time runs out and he gets to automatically kill somebody right away?
Well, that's
Yeah, it
why.
could be.
Yeah, no.
We have
a
15
powerful
minutes.
Alex just says,
Side of it.
Jugan, Time Wolf, pick somebody. That'd be a garbage ability.
I mean,
or say we
I'm
go
sure
to
it'd be
tribunal,
somewhere you
but
have to
you still
message
need
the
to kill him.
moderator.
What do you think
Victoria,
about?
You were going to say something?
Me? I forgot
you
what I was
were.
going to say.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Sorry.
there was a werewolf in the last game, and you had to guess where they were. So this could be like, what decade are they in? Or, and maybe the mediums get clues of like, I don't know, like 80s trivia or 90s trivia, and like that kind of like points towards
That might be
which
towards the
decade that they
might be the
live
phasing
in.
wolf. That might be the phasing wolf. Sorry, Victoria.
I was going to ask
I
about
remember-
phasing.
I remember
Sorry.
what I was gonna say. Do we know for sure that there's 5 wolves? Like, is there
Yeah.
a chance that
Yeah.
Alex
It
put
says
like
on the rules
fifth
there's 5
medium?
powerful
Well,
werewolves.
yeah, well,
He said there's 5 wolves
depending what
and
yeah, there might be
possibly
hidden
up to
rolls
2
as well.
cursed.
Last game, he didn't have enough players to have all the wolves that he wanted to have in the game. So I think this time he's gotten the right number of players. He's got a full game, and that's why he was able to include the 5th wolf.
That said, he did point out to the werewolves, you'll have this many wolves. You should see this many. I don't know what that was, but you should
That is
see
true.
this many.
That's
Also-
a common moderator. It's just so that the wolves know how many people that they have on their team.
He also called a red herring at night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure yet what that
Yeah, that was interesting.
So
means.
that
was be a red herring.
Can I suggest the
Might
red
have been a
herring
red
might
herring.
just be a red herring?
But I
yeah.
wonder.
Anyone
I feel
that
like
wakes up
the
for that
Discussion
roll
last
dies
time.
instantly.
So
Hang on, Jesse wants to speak. a
It's
second.
okay. Well, I was just gonna say I'm like a little nervous about the red herring. Like, could that be like? I would think that would be to confuse us, like as a group, like how. But I'm assuming like they can't come out or anything like that. I don't know, like because a red
Why don't
herring
you
is
just wake
usually
up during
a
the
bad
red herring, Jesse? See what happens.
7.5 minutes, halftime.
I do have
Does
a
anybody have
moderator
any-
question. What is
Go
going to happen at the end of the timer? Like, we
We
just
just all
immediately
gonna
go
go
to bed?
sleep.
Yeah.
I know we have three now. Okay, so we have 3 nominations, and then if we don't do anything, then okay. Got it.
Alex,
So I
just
wanted-
a rules question. Do you allow for a vote to no kill? Because we've talked about it, so
Sure.
figured I'd ask. Okay.
Okay, I wanted to redirect conversation. We discussed the gambler time and spy wolf potentially. Does anyone have any idea what tone and phasing could refer to?
The only thing I thought about phasing is the moon. Isn't that like you talk about the moon and phasing, and I wonder it has something to do with night.
Okay,
Tone
I like it.
Tone could be something to do with colour.
Or I was thinking phasing could just be as simple as you can only kill it on an odd day or an even day or something like that.
I would think it'd be something similar to like how Victoria was the werewolf and she had to phase out of like the boat and she wasn't there, so we had to find out where she was at.
That might tie into the time zone thing again, though. So
phasing.
And then also numbers. Anybody mathematician notice any patterns in numbers?
I think that might come with the medium clues a bit more.
Or they might just be nothing because.
Yeah.
No, they're not nothing. They're definitely not nothing.
It might be something for the red herring.
I think it could be nothing.
I mean,
well, last time they were important, but maybe this time they're not. I don't know. Alex would probably want to switch it up.
The
I don't
numbers
know
might
if
have
it
to
could.
do with the gambler wolf.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's good.
Night.
Yeah.
He's just rolling a D, you know, what's the highest number? 182. And then if he happens to roll one of us, then we die.
It could also be like a clock tower thing that they have to like gamble on our roll or something.
Yeah.
Villager, you're right.
Not that it's super relevant, but phasing was a thing in Magic the Gathering, and basically that meant that they were active every other turn, just for context.
That sounds relevant.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Did Alex?
That's why I
play
wanted to
Magic?
discuss it.
Do we know?
Very possible.
he called the
Alex
he
plays
called the
Magic.
gambling wolf. He called gambling wolf last night. What else did he call?
Gambling, red herring were the only two wolves that played that.
In the interest of time, I would quite like, even if we don't end up killing anyone today, at least having a couple of votes today so we can see if anyone's doing anything odd.
I don't like that. I think if you want to hear someone speak, ask them without nominating.
I
we
want
don't know what the nomination
I
is.
want to see if anyone's got a quirk when they vote or anything.
We will find that out a lot throughout this game. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't think you can see a quirk like with 24 people like this.
Josh, why are you so against anyone getting nominated today?
Because that could just be that could be bad for the village.
Josh
We
is a wolf
also-
that dies when people are nominated.
Another reason I asked about the vote to no kill is that saves us from the time running out. If we vote to no kill, the time doesn't run out and potentially stops the time wolf from getting their ability off. Because like that's
That's
something
an
we really
assumption
don't
of-
want to happen.
It's assuming how that works. Maybe like if we let the time go all the way down with no nominations, maybe that's when they kill.
Are we all in agreement?
Or
that
when they
might be
die.
when
Sorry,
they are
I
killed.
misspoke.
Are we all in agreement that at 30 seconds we just say no kill?
I don't know.
I'm all for letting the time run out, just see what the hell happens, because time could also be what time we kill them.
I'm not. I think.
Yeah, I think we cut it off.
Well,
I mean, it could be they have to be nominated on odd pick or something.
Hear me out. If it is, it's better to do it now where they have a less chance of hitting somebody important, and then we know for sure it has something to do with the time.
Yeah, I agree, because as the days get shorter, it would be more and more painful. Like if it's a 7-minute day and we're choosing to end it at 6.5, it's better to do it now and know that it doesn't matter.
No, if we do need to do that on a day, in a couple of days' time, we will have a couple of medium clues, and one of our mediums will be able to go and say to us, guys, you're right, all we need to do to kill the time wolf is let the time run out. If it's a bit more complicated than that, and we need to do something else as well, we need the clues before we.
Let's do it now. Let's see if it
But
happens.
my only concern is Elliot's like the only advocate against letting the time run out, which leads me to believe maybe it's going to get him killed. Like, does anyone else like think it's a
I
terrible
feel like
idea?
that's too.
Yeah, I think that'd be too obvious. I think that's too. I think it's too obvious from giving stuff
Okay,
up that.
so I have another comment as well, which is that it's going to take time for the mediums to come out. We're losing time each day. Maybe we should decide what day the mediums are going to come out, or maybe on day 2, one should come. I don't know. I'm just trying to think through, because we don't want to wait until it's like 7-minute days and then all of a sudden.
I think if they get something tomorrow, it wouldn't be too bad. And we have an apprentice medium who can potentially pick up if they do get killed by the wolves the next day. So I think
I will say this: I recommend for the medians, don't come out unless you have something important. You know.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Come out if you feel that you have information that is either solvable or that you have solved on day 2, not now at all.
I mean, I disagree. I think the apprentice medium right now is a very important role.
But Josh, look what happened to you last time. Look what happened to you last time. You're a apprentice medium and you died. So if we lose a apprentice medium, we lose all those clues.
Guys, I don't want to railroad everyone. So
We lost somebody.
Can I just see if anyone else apart from me thinks we should at least have a couple of nominations for that, even if we don't kill? Can you just put up your hand?
Jojo.
I agree with what you're saying in terms of seeing how people vote. You need to have some number in order to make a judgment on what it means.
Whether the count makes sense, whether someone doesn't vote.
I'll just let you know I don't plan to vote.
I'd kind of like to see Colton's theory play out with the Elliot thing. I'm kind of concerned because I feel like if Elliot does have to have us either nominate or something before the time runs out, then I would understand why he's pushing so hard.
Are you implying I'm a wolf here?
Potentially.
I don't know, because
I'm all for letting the time run out. There's just so many questions we have right now.
If he was really concerned, I feel like he would have tried to nominate someone by now. Like
It could be that he can't nominate. Maybe he has a stipulation.
I also think that doesn't sound like a powerful wolf if he had to do that.
If you guys want me to nominate, I will do, but I thought the feeling of the room was you didn't want a nomination and I didn't want to railroad you.
I think that none of us
we have
know
like 30 seconds.
Nominate if you want to. I mean,
you could at
I'll
least
nominate if you want me to.
I don't want you to, but you have the right to. No, you can't second it, so it might go nowhere.
I'm a team player. I'm not going to go and do something.
I think we're about to run out of time.
Did we want to let the time run out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do
See what happens.
I just feel like it answers so many questions that we have right now if we just let it run out.
One question. But
nominate Alex.
Could also be like the third time that.
All right, that is the end of the first day. Everybody can go to sleep. All right, perfect. Can I have my bodyguard wake up? Who would you like to protect, bodyguard? Thank you. You can go to sleep. Can I have my red herring wake up? You can do your thing. Thank you. You can go to sleep. Can I get my werewolves to wake up? Who would you like to target tonight? Need a consensus. Okay, I'm going with that. Thank you. Can I have my gambler wolf wake up? Thank you very much. Can I have my spy wolf wake up? Thank you. Can I have medium one wake up? Here's your second clue. Thank you. Medium 2 can wake up. And you can go back to sleep. Medium 3 can wake up. Thank you. Can I have medium 4 wake up? Thank you. And can I have my medium 5 wake up? Thank you. And then finally, my confused seer, could you wake up and give me a name of someone you would like to check? Thank you. Everyone can wake up. And sadly, Josh is no more. You are dead. Thank you for playing. And the day is yours. And I will probably give you more time than I plan to towards the end of the game. I'm not going to bump it down to 7 minutes. I'll bump it down to 8 minutes.
And what was Josh?
Josh was a villager. Thank you. The day is yours.
It looks like the time running out didn't do anything.
It might have done
Wait,
something
does that
without
mean
us
plain
knowing.
villager, or does that mean just village team?
Village team.
Village team.
I don't know, Elliot, did it do anything?
He's silenced now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
By the way, did anyone write down the number of Josh? Maybe that's
87.
87.
That is a
It
good
looks
point.
like it might have fried my hair.
Wow, I think that's been that way for a while.
I'm
there
not
any mediums?
suspicious of you, Elliot.
Any mediums that got interesting clues worth bringing up?
I think kind of like if you've got something good, yeah, but definitely day 3. I think we need to be getting some medium information. But if you've got something good now, then maybe.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, is that it definitely groupthink is better than individual think.
Hive mind is stronger.
Yeah, yeah, and I agree. Yeah, I do agree. Like that's what I
It's
say.
also like the puzzle of this game is getting those clues out there and trying to figure and work through those. And we're gonna have less time in the days to work through those as time goes on. So
true.
If any mediums are getting information about the following, any pair of the following people: Adam, Bora, Barbie, and me. I just happen to notice that those are all prime numbers.
That was important last
Prime
time, but I
numbers
think
were
now
in the
he would
last
do
game,
it.
so I
Yeah, they're the last game.
Also, if the seer checks Josh and has now checked someone else and got a different symbol, then maybe think about. I mean, if you didn't check Josh, don't worry about it. But just keep that in mind. If someone dies and you've checked and you've got a different signal than what the person died, then maybe mention it.
So you think the seer should keep track of who's a werewolf and who's a villager?
Adam,
good idea.
I see
just
that
have a
hand.
Question: did anyone else get something with their role?
Actually, now that you mention it, I did.
Because I'm a plain villager, but I have a yellow artifact.
Okay.
So do I.
You have a
you have-
yellow one too?
I was given a yellow artifact, yes.
Okay.
Yellow artifact, also a plain villager.
I think we can work this
Is
out
that
then.
something that
So the
the
tone
werewolves are looking for, though? Doesn't
No,
look like
I've
it
got.
should be
Well,
bringing
it seems like there's about 6 or 7 of us with it, so.
Yeah.
I've got a red. I reckon it's something to do with kind of like.
Yeah,
if
mine
we
is
work
not
out,
yellow.
If we work out the tone of what the tone wolf, maybe that person with that color artifact has to nominate them or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, there's
If
multiple
that's with
people
the
with a yellow
phasing, with the
artifact?
colors, maybe.
Yeah,
I have a
have
blue
yellow.
one, and
I've got
I
yellow.
didn't want to come out because I was
Does
afraid maybe the
anyone
wolves
not
would-
have one?
Mine is blue.
I also have
Mine
one.
is blue.
I'm assuming maybe all the
Blue.
plain villagers have, so not
Yeah,
everybody with an artifact should say
So
it.
then maybe people shouldn't. Yeah.
Well,
Well, yeah, that's the thing is like maybe we're forced
quick,
to
everybody
not.
claim an artifact.
But I would imagine. I would imagine.
Anybody have one that's not red, yellow, or blue? I guess they're all the prime colors. So
Yeah. But what do you
Prime
think
colors,
about?
prime numbers.
Oh, there's the tone wolf, guys.
Optimus
We talked
Prime.
about
Yeah, that's what-
we talked about
Ah.
color and the tone wolf
Maybe,
being a
maybe,
connection.
maybe,
I get-
maybe someone with yellow or blue has to nominate and the other one has to second.
Yeah, like to make green or something, or make,
yeah,
or make
orange.
orange.
Yeah.
Like
It's going to
Color
be
wheel.
green, orange, or
Yeah, I like that.
purple.
I'd be afraid that one of the werewolves, probably the tone, has to collect one of each. So I don't know that we should be specific.
How do we
No.
collect
I think
them,
the clues
though?
are far more likely to be villager based than werewolf based, having to do something.
Yeah, I mean the tone wolf doesn't wake up. If the tone wolf had a night roll, I guess that would be more concerning.
Yeah.
Maybe
I think
that
it's more
jungle
about-
chat's like something to do.
If it is red, yellow, blue, as long as one of-
color dice or something like that.
Yeah, as long as one of each yellow and blue die, then that's it.
Which means one of the mediums perhaps has been given a couple of clues that point to a color.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so if it's, for instance, orange is the color that represents the tone wolf, then maybe like a yellow and a red have to nominate second
That's
in
what-
order
that's
to
what
kill
I'm
them.
thinking.
That's probably I think that is the best. That makes the most sense.
Then to me, that sounds like we have to get that sooner than later because we want to make sure that we still have enough colors in the village left
If all
to
the
be able to make
yellows are
that happen.
dead,
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like there's 3 or 4 people with each color, so.
That is good. I'm just saying that one's, if that is the way that goes.
Well, we have
We also still
probably
have to
have,
figure
like,
out
10
which wolf that is because
10
That's
or
true.
11 villagers, right?
So we go back to our original problem that we've actually got to find the wolves.
Also,
Yeah, I mean-
something, again, pulling from the last game is if we think we have someone and we associated a medium to them and they don't die, I think we should maybe switch it up and pick someone else because we
yeah.
got stuck on Jugan last game and then we all assumed that all the clues were for him and they were for Sean last time. So
Can I suggest that we maybe try a nomination sometime soon?
I think we should let the timer run out again. See if Elliot dies.
I mean,
It
if
sounds
it-
like
if it-
last game when they kept trying to do like the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, if anything like last game, I didn't play it, but I was watching it. But like
Yeah,
last
I
game,
watched.
the medium clues were about how to kill, but not actually who the werewolves was. We still need to be working out who the werewolves are.
Alex, I got a
True.
request. If the timer runs out today, can you just mod kill me?
Wow.
No.
you can't escape this game, Elliot.
There's no sword for you to jump on.
Let's Simon, what's popping off? Not heard you speak yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm kind of worried about that. So I think I will say everything I know because I kind of think the fact I'm saying has been a bit suspicious. So I am one of the mediums.
Which number?
Should I? I don't think I should say what number. I don't know if that makes a difference.
It helps the village figure out.
I think
I wouldn't.
okay. I would.
Because the last.
Well,
the
I'll
last,
tell you all my
I'll just
info,
say
and then
this:
if
the
you want
last
to at the
game,
end, I can.
the last game, the mediums were paired with like in order on the sheet. So I don't know if it's a good idea to do it or not.
If he
You might
gives,
know
I
something we
don't
don't.
think
Like,
I
I'm-
am paired with that one. Night 0, I was told to choose rock, paper, or scissors. I chose scissors. I was told I was playing a game with the wolf. I got a thumb in the middle. Now, the only other wolves that I woke up at night were the gambler wolf or the spy wolf. So I think my one is one of those two. Luckily, last night I chose rock and I got a thumbs up. And I got all this information, which I'm now going to tell you. So I got werewolf prize chart, focus sash, double-barreled shotgun, spider eye potion, fury of the fallen, Ash Maiden's Soul, and Gwildo's Breath.
Can you say the last two again?
The Ash Maiden's Soul and Gwildo's Breath.
Could you, sorry mate, could you say I had could you just quickly again?
I'll go through them all again. So
Wait
focus
just a second,
sash.
Simon. Alex, is Simon allowed to put this information in chat?
If he'd like to, if he has information that he'd like to share, that's fine with me.
Okay.
That might be easier than since it takes up a lot of time for him to say them all.
My worry is that I am going to keep on playing the game, and if I lose, then they will get those prizes there, which leads me to think it's possibly the gambler wolf that I'm against, but I don't know.
So do you think the first time you got a draw,
I've just
last time you won?
sent it to Alex again. Sorry, hang on. Let me.
Do you think you're best 2 out of 3?
I don't know. So I guess I don't know if I'll keep going doing this or something different, but I thought that was quite a bit of information that I should get out no matter what.
So I'm noticing some of these are from pop culture things. Like I think Focus Sash is from Pokemon and Gildo's Breath is from Dragon Ball. I haven't looked up all the other ones yet, but
So basically anime.
they might all be based on stuff.
Well, double-barreled shotgun could be anything, but is that like an Evil Dead thing? Or I mean,
I think it's just the type of gun.
So Simon, what did you say you picked the first day?
The first day I picked scissors.
Why
You were told that you lost?
Minecraft.
No, I got a thumb in the
onto
middle.
something.
well,
So you
the
both threw
double-barreled
scissors.
shotgun is the only real item. Like all the other things are fake. I
don't
wonder if
think
there's
they're
something
Video
there.
games.
But made a spider eye potion.
Ash Maiden's Soul, I think, is Dark Souls.
Theory of the Fallen is
Hollow
Hollow
Knight.
Knight.
Google these, right? We have
Good
resources,
catchball.
They're all from video games.
right? We're allowed
Did
to
you
Google
actually
things.
like catch
Yes,
the
we
two?
are.
Yes.
Spider's Eye potion in Minecraft is a potion of
Minecraft.
weakness and a potion of harming. So
So they're all mostly from video games.
I think it's video games, some through video games.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think it is video
Dragon
game
Ball.
stuff.
Well, I looked up Gildo's Breath, and that's apparently Dragon Ball.
So Dragon
much time we
Ball,
got?
Dragon
How
Ball
much-
video
It'd be
game.
like a video game
for
for Dragon
nomination.
Ball.
for 1 minute 30.
They are all video game. I think that's the connection.
So all I think is if I lose or if I die and the apprentice loses, then the werewolves will get those items, which will obviously help them. Is kind of all I'm thinking.
I
It
don't
does
think
say
our items are gonna
prize
get-
list.
I think we need a nomination. We got like 1 minute left.
I agree.
I'll
Go
make
ahead.
one randomly if no one else does.
Barbie, what are your thoughts? You've been kind of quiet.
Yeah, I've just kind of been following along. I
So something
only have like people that I trust, but I don't have anybody that I distrust at this point.
Nominate Adam.
I haven't heard from Connie.
I heard a nomination for Adam from Elliot. Do I have a second?
Why, Elliot?
I said we have a minute left, and I think we need a nomination. and
I'll
he starts
second
a
just
discussion
so
on
that
something.
we get more
Okay, we
time
got
to talk. So
Nomination
He
from
was the
Elliot
first one.
and a second
like
from
the one
Cody
for
for
everyone.
Adam. I'm just going to mute everybody. I've stopped the timer. Elliot, would you like to give your reasoning?
Yeah, I had no idea who I was going to nominate in advance, but I suggested we needed a nomination, and as soon as I did, Adam starts a conversation about what are you thinking, Barbie. I did say we've only had a minute left. I'm just worried that the werewolves are trying to talk out the time each day and use that to get in, say, 3 or 4 kills before we actually start nominating and start getting any feel of who's a werewolf.
Okay. Adam, you can unmute yourself and give your defense.
Yeah, the only reason I asked Barbie was because I was going to nominate her because she hadn't said anything. So I just wanted to see if she said anything important in the first few seconds. I'm a villager. I have a yellow artifact. I think the fact that I was the first person to say I'm a villager with a yellow artifact pretty much proves that I'm a villager with a yellow artifact. So don't kill me if you're a villager. The wolves will probably do it tonight.
All right, we're going to vote for Adam. It'll be thumbs up to save Adam, thumbs down to kill Adam. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. That looks like it's unanimous. Adam is alive. And you have 45 seconds.
Adam, did you get whatever response you were hoping to from Barbie?
She kind of gave her typical early game response, so it didn't stand out to me. Davey's been kind of quiet too. Sean's
I don't
quiet.
think I've heard
Sean's
from
always quiet.
Jess either.
I think Andreas has said anything either.
I've said.
I'll nominate Sean just because I've lost to him at the end game a couple times and I don't want it to happen again.
We have a nomination from Adam and a second from Victoria for Sean. Adam, do you have any more to add in terms of your nomination?
He was a wolf in your last game, so I mean, logically, he has to be a wolf in this game as well.
And I'll mute everybody. And Sean, you can unmute and give your defense.
Well, Adam's not lying. I was a wolf in the last game, but this is a new one. I am not a wolf. I'm a villager. And I was actually trying to see if there's anything in those items that might tie to the color in some way. But especially when someone's Minecraft, that's what I was better at, potion on my phone. I'm somewhat suspicious of some people that seem like they're kind of quiet. Like I haven't really heard anything from Jerry or Paul, so they're the ones that I've been watching.
All right, we're going to vote on Sean. Up to save, down to kill. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. I see 1 down, 2, 3. 3, not enough. The day continues.
Just a quick thing, actually, just thinking about that gambler stuff just before time runs out. Whenever the werewolf kind of like wins, maybe they get something from that werewolf prize.
I nominate Eddie. I want to hear from him.
All right, we have a nomination from Cody for Eddie. And do I have a second?
Yep.
Yeah, I was just thinking, whenever Simon loses rock, paper.
Sorry, who seconded that?
I did.
Elliot did.
A couple of people did.
Gotcha.
I just think whenever Simon loses rock, paper, scissors, maybe that's when the gambler werewolf gets one of these from because the first thing that Simon said was werewolf prize chart. So whenever he loses,
yes, I like that.
Maybe the gambler werewolf gets one of those prizes because
it's like the bingo lady, and they get one of those things. That's the list of things that they will win from you. So don't lose ever.
But as a medium, would the werewolves want to keep that medium alive then?
Isn't this Eddie's defense?
Yeah, none of us.
Yeah, I'm muting everybody. This is Eddie's defense. Eddie, you can unmute.
Sorry, yeah. So that's just kind of like what I want to say, basically, just what I wanted to get out there. But I'm a villager. I have a red artifact. I'm good. I'm trying to help the village. So please don't vote me out, even though it's the third nomination.
All right. With that, I'm going to mute everybody again. And we're going to vote on Eddie's life. This is the third nomination of the day. So no matter what, the village is going to sleep after this. It's up to save, down to kill. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. We have 1, 2, not enough. Eddie, you're still alive, and everybody can go to sleep. Very nice. Can I have my bodyguard wake up? Bodyguard, who would you like to protect? Thank you. You can go to sleep. Can I have my red herring wake up? You can do your thing. Thank you. Can I have my werewolves wake up? Werewolves, who would you like to target? Okay, I'll go with that. Thank you. Can I have my gambler wolf wake back up? Thank you. Can I have my spy wolf wake up? Thank you. Can I have medium 1 wake up? Thank you. Medium 2 can wake up. Thank you. Medium 3, it's your time to shine. Thank you. Medium 4, you can wake up. Thank you. You can go back to sleep. And can I have medium 5 wake up? Thank you. And lastly, can I have my confused seer? Who would you like to check tonight? Thank you. And with that, everybody can wake back up. It's a lovely morning for everybody except for Adam. You've been killed in the night. Thank you for playing. And the day is yours. Adam was a villager.
Like to call out something that I believe has happened all 3 nights. He says, medium 3, your time to shine. I'm just drawing attention to that because I think that that is a thing that's happened consistently.
It might be that they're getting clues about the time wolf.
I find it very suspicious that both Cody and Elliot had a hand in nominating and or seconding the 2 people that I was the most, like, to me were the most clear, other than obviously Simon. Adam, first of all, was the first person to come out with having an artifact, which I think really shows that he's clear. And Eddie, before anybody said anything about the artifacts, he said, like, oh, the first day he said, something about how the tone medium probably has to do with colors. And since I have an artifact, my first thought I wrote down, Eddie's probably a medium or he has an artifact. And so the fact that you guys nominated and seconded the two people that I thought were the most clear was really strange to me.
So both times for me, I did recognize that they were cleared. We were really pushing our luck for time, especially with Eddie. I wanted to hear what he had to say. So
There
I
was
nominated
15
Eddie
seconds,
while
and
he's
I seconded him so that he would have the opportunity to explain his thoughts because he was
Exactly.
talking,
I
trying to
felt
share.
like, Cody, that's why you did that. I did feel like that's why.
that's exactly why I did this. Yeah,
So
I did
why
that.
did you second Adam?
The same reason. We were low on time. Elliot was trying to get the game moving, and he wanted to see what the votes were. I don't know if we had a nomination up till that point.
You could have
In the
nominated
last
somebody
game,
else.
did the wolves know how they could be killed? Because Adam knowing about the thing could have cleared him, but it could be obviously he was a villager in the end, but I don't think that necessarily clears people if they knew that that's how they died.
I think
that's true.
I think it did. I think it did.
In
How
my mind
much
also,
time do
Adam
we
was
have
good.
today?
He just
Simon,
showed 9.
7.
Simon, what's your information?
I got a thumbs down, so I'm guessing the werewolf has got one of those things now. Sorry.
So you're just literally playing. You're just literally playing rock paper scissors now.
Yeah.
Just a quick
You're not
note, I
much of a
guess,
medium.
since I was doing some research on all these things, since they're all based on video game items for the most part, I kind of looked up what each did, and I know some of them were posted in the chat, but it sounds like the focus sash might be an extra life. The shotgun, I think it's from Rage. That's what I was finding because I googled double barrel shotgun and Rage was the thing that showed up, but it didn't really have any special abilities or anything.
I guess two.
Maybe that makes a hunter.
I reckon it makes a hunter,
The spider eye potion is something about poison.
It causes harm.
Increases nail damage. I don't know what that means.
Maybe like it would be like poison in the game when someone gets poisoned and they die like a couple days later.
And then I don't really know much about Dark Souls, but I looked up that Ash Maiden soul and there was just a lot of information, but something about she's the fire keeper. I don't know if that means anything, but I didn't really understand that one.
Yeah, I think they're definitely getting one of these things.
Yellow's breath is something
Every
about
time Simon loses.
It's probably just a 6-sided die because there's only 6 of them.
My thought is then the gambling wolf maybe can get items from it, but it looks like you can probably kill them in a normal way.
Yeah, that was my thought.
What the gambling wolf can get is probably a lot less important than who is a wolf.
Yeah, I agree. I think the gambling wolf probably dies the normal way, but Simon's just a counter for him to getting these items.
I have just as something when we're going to be nominating people, we should probably we're going to have to vote down on people because we need to figure out who the wolves are because they're not going to die anyways. So we have to start.
That is true.
Voting
Jugan had
down.
we
But
do have a
we
seer.
need to make sure. I don't know if
We
there's
do have a
seer.
seer, so if we can get information from
Oh,
them,
that is true.
eventually, like that's not we're not doing nothing. We are. My biggest problem with doing no kills is we're not gaining any information. In this game, there is a lot of information generating.
Yeah, that's true.
And so I think being passive will.
We've still got
eventually
5
be
wolves we
beneficial,
need to
potentially.
kill. We're going to run out of nights, particularly if it's going to take us a couple to work out.
Yeah, but
I mean,
killing villagers is
Jugan,
worse.
did you want to say something? Or did you give up?
Dugan.
I
like to
hate
hear
these
from Dugan.
games. I mean, I'm never good at these tricks and stuff, so I'm just gonna come out with my clues because I'm completely stumped.
Good. I was going to say that. Somebody's else.
So my first clue was go. That's all I got. My second clue was 550 New Mexico.
So
Is
what's
that
that?
one number?
Somebody want to Google Maps?
Spelled out.
New Mexico.
Numbers. It was spelled out. 5-100-50- New Mexico.
Longitude, latitude.
Like
No, it's not.
No,
not
it sounds like the song. I will walk 500 miles or something like that. That's what I'm thinking in my head.
Is there a dash between New and Mexico? You put a dash everywhere else.
Did you say?
It's a 5-100-50- New Mexico spelled out. Everything is there's not
there's
numbers.
dash
it's all-
and then New Mexico with no space.
That's one word.
Correct.
EWM. Okay.
And then my third clue last night was part of the rainbow. And I
Okay.
have no clue.
So
That's the first indication of a color.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking that has something to do with our artifacts.
What's your medium
Go
number?
on the
I
Monopoly
don't think
board
that
with
matters at
colours.
all.
I don't
just want
either.
to organize these.
I'm medium 1.
Was
Okay.
go Geo. The
Go-
flag
go-
of New Mexico.
Yeah, it's
Go-
yellow and
go with-
red,
go
so
with
maybe
green,
that's
go with
something with
green.
the artifacts. Yellow, red, orange. I don't know.
The
'Cause
word
it's-
"go" it means has connotations of green, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But well, I'm just looking at the flag. It's yellow and red. 5.
So yellow red mixed. What's
Okay.
yellow red mixed? Is that
Orange.
That's not green. That's orange.
Is it colors of the rainbow? Is that what you said, Jugan? The last
Part of the rainbow.
Part of the rainbow.
part of the rainbow. Okay.
I think Jugan's definitely Tone Wolf.
Question for people who played last time: did like medium clues ever go together, or were they always like separate?
No, they're all tied to an individual wolf.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Simon, did you say what yours was? What medium you were?
Yeah, so I did paper and I got a thumbs down.
I'm sorry, what medium are you? I just wanted to.
Oh, what medium am I? I'm number 4.
Okay, let's say.
What were you, Jugan? Did you say
Right,
what
I
number?
figured that.
Said 1.
1. Okay, cool.
You're just playing rock paper scissors.
Has anyone found that? I think
I feel like. Okay.
So go, Jesse.
I'm also a medium and I have clues. And I just because of what Jugan's was, I feel like I should say it because I thought mine were really generic. But his clue, like that's why I asked. I got
put my
can you
clues
crack
in
the
chat.
code?
Was that the first one?
So what'd you get?
Yeah. Can you crack the code with a question mark? And then combination lock, which is why I'm coming out now because of what Jugan said.
What's
with
your
the
number again so I can organize these? Sorry, on the word right.
2.
Okay.
And
So-
then
so-
I got
so the first
divided,
was-
they fall. Divided, they will fall. And
That's the
divided
third
was
clue?
underlined. Yeah.
Can we?
Can you type that in chat, please?
Yeah.
That was 3 separate clues, right?
Yes.
Well, what was the second one? Sorry.
Combination lock, which is weird about the 5-100-50.
No, I think your clues are separate to you, but it might be something to do with our numbers. Our numbers.
Yeah.
That is true.
Maybe the number of the person say nominating has to divide the wolf's number or something.
Yeah.
It could potentially be a nominator and a seconder is a code, but that would be super weird because like if somebody dies, the code dies.
No, that's why I'm suggesting it would need to be.
Well, it could be that you nominate someone and then it's like, can I have a code? And then
Who
it's
do
like,
we think the
Spy
wolves?
wolf. It might be the spy wolf.
Who do we think the wolves are
combination.
though?
Yep.
Like, are we suspicious of people?
I nominate Elliot.
Sorry, the day is over and we are going to sleep right now. Don't ask me why. Can I have my werewolves wake up? My werewolves. Who would you like to kill? All right, thank you very much. You can go back to sleep. And everybody can wake back up. I'm sorry, Simon, you've been brutally murdered and you have a new day.
I think.
Do you think that was the nomination on Elliot that did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one thing that happened.
Elliot, are you a wolf?
I'll nominate
run out
myself
of-
just to prove I'm special.
Simon was a villager.
I am okay. I need to come out because I think you need to know at this point just to dispel other theories. I am medium 3. I'm pretty sure I'm the time wolf. I'm pretty sure that my clues have been indicating a year and it's narrowing it down, and the year is somewhere between 980 and 1002.
Can you type your clue?
Type the clues in chat, please.
Yeah.
Well, did we run out of time? Is that why the day ended?
No,
he
it was
said
a
he
random-
said
No.
wonder why that happened, and then literally only one wolf acted, and then we came back.
The
Did,
wolves together.
Yeah, the wolves woke up together. Okay.
And killed
I was
somebody,
trying to transfer my notes together and I wasn't paying a ton of attention at the night.
Is it a new day there, or is it still the time from yesterday?
No, he said new day.
Oh,
Jesse,
would they- why would
what
they
was
kill
your?
Sorry, I'm putting them in that thing now.
Okay, thank you.
I accidentally sent them out.
While people putting information in, I think in my head I've cleared quite a lot of people. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I think we need to start sussing out roles now. People that I'm suspicious of, maybe Andreas. Don't know. I mean, I feel good with Cody. I feel good with Steve. I feel good with Bora. I feel good with Jesse. I feel good with Elliot. I feel good with Jugan.
Elliot, you're number 3.
Why do you feel good with Bora?
I don't know. Just some of his body language, the way he's writing notes. I'm good with Jerry as well.
I did suggest that the Time Wolf would be similar to the Werewolf earlier on, and it seems to be the case, except maybe a little bit more specific. Sorry, Eddie, I just thought I liked clues.
Well, why would they kill? Of all people, I feel like Simon would have been the least to kill.
Well,
I agree wholeheartedly.
Short of the apprentice medium, with like once they're gone or if they're gone, do you think the werewolf just automatically wins rock paper scissors and wins a thing every night?
Maybe the apprentice.
We also have to keep in mind that the werewolves know what their ability is.
Right. So yeah, they probably know that if there's nobody they're playing against, if they have no opponent, they probably just auto win a prize.
Maybe.
Yeah, I expect so.
So do you
What
think
if
that was
the
a
red-
prize that ended the day yesterday?
What if the red herring is a on the werewolf team and they can do weird things during the day to make it more confusing for us, like potentially end the day like that?
I mean, I thought it was a Time Wolf ability
Well, that's
to
the
be able
other,
to
yeah.
shorten the day. That's something that I thought pretty early on. I don't know if that is what happened. I heard someone say something they thought it was a prize, and that's maybe something to go off.
Do any of the prizes coordinate with time? Like, I don't think so, right? Paul,
I mean, there was
looked at
this
them pretty
Goldo
close.
one. You can stop time.
The only one that, the Gill of Breath stopped time.
Oh,
I have a question. If we figure out what year we're supposed to kill whatever the werewolf time was, how would that even work in the situation of like?
We would probably nominate them and like go to second or whatever, and then they'd ask whoever did it, like, what year is it or something like that.
Yeah. I think the werewolf, they said, "Where am I?" or whatever after you had successfully nominated them or something or killed them, and you had to like answer that question correctly.
After the voting to kill or before that?
I don't remember.
After the killing went through, the voting went through.
Okay, after we decide to kill. Okay.
Ellie, you were giving information and then things abruptly ended. Do you want to continue giving your information? You already given it and I just missed it.
Basically, I'm pretty sure it's a year between 980 and 1002.
Okay, I would be much happier with getting all of the information than you just telling me.
Okay, and I have put in chat. Anno Domini.
Oh, did he? I didn't see that. That's fine. I'll go in the chat.
Otto III. I think Song Dynasty is a Chinese dynasty from 960 until 1279. Otto III is a Holy Roman Emperor who ruled from 980 to 1002.
Sorry to interrupt what's going on. I feel like I haven't heard from Jess this entire game. I wouldn't mind hearing some of her thoughts. I tend to call on people who are quiet, and I just feel like I haven't heard from her yet, and we have 5 minutes. So.
Hold on, Cody.
Yeah.
I want to remind everybody that gets to that point. All these clues that we got last game, it didn't help out until we actually found a werewolf for nominations. So, like, we getting all these clues, we're trying to discuss it out, but we're not going to find out anything until we nominate one.
It's first nomination. It stops the time when we nominate. So I'm willing to. Sorry, Jess. I'm not saying you're guilty, but I'm going to nominate Jess.
I'll second it.
I have a nomination from Eddie, and I heard a second from Jugan for Jess. All right, Eddie, would you like to unmute and give everybody your reasoning?
My reasoning. Just because I think we're running out of time, and I am keen to get people nominated and see what kind of like people that haven't been speaking have got to say in terms of defense. And if we nominate them, Alex, you post the time, don't you? So it doesn't eat into our time of the day as well. So I'd rather Jess be speaking on that basis rather than eating up the time.
And Jess, you can unmute and give your defense.
I'm actually glad because I don't like put myself in sometimes to speak. So I've been thinking about the Jugan's clues. I'm wondering if someone with a red artifact, a blue artifact, and a yellow artifact, their numbers equal to 550. I don't know if that means that the werewolf has to kill those three or what, but that was what was on my mind. I don't know who I'm suspicious of. I was about Elliot for a bit because he was saying, who should I nominate? But I don't know that he wasn't nominating anybody for a bit. So, but you're definitely not that. So I'm like, whoo. But yeah, I do have an artifact. I don't know what if I should say the color because I don't know yet if that is important to the Tone Wolf. I want to know people's opinions on that. But yeah, I'm a villager.
All right, we're going to vote on Jess. Voting up to save, down to kill. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. 1 down, 2, 3. 3 is not enough, so Jess, you're still alive. Timer will resume.
I'm just saying, I'm willing to come back to Jess. She was high on my suspicions. That's why he's second. But we still got 2 more nominations we got to work through. I'm not saying I don't believe her 100%, but I believe her more now.
Also, just a side note, the adding up to 550 is impossible because the 3 highest numbers right now don't even get to 550.
I mean, also people die, so that would be super restricting.
And the highest number was 182. So
when you put 550, that addressing it comes as a red. Comes as red when you put it in, from New Mexico. So I don't know if it's just the color red. And then
I saw Highway 550. Something about Highway 550 in New Mexico has a reputation as killing zone. That was the article.
I'm confused by the Go. Like, I don't. Go is a board game. Green. I don't.
Go is green. Like the
Go is green.
Oh, Go is green. Yeah. Yeah.
That is true.
Oh,
what do you mean by
Blue
that?
and yellow.
Go is green. I don't.
Which is blue and yellow. Green. Yeah.
I don't think I've heard.
Yellow seems to be a common.
I think that's it. I think it's green.
I think you're right. I agree.
Wait, just from Go, right? What are the other two?
Well, from New Mexico, there's no green in the New Mexico flag or anything like that. So
yeah, no, but it's going to be something like.
Victoria's trying to speak.
I don't think I've heard anything from Connie.
I haven't either.
Well, I did say
Ben.
earlier when
I
Adam
nominate
came
Connie.
Okay.
I want to stop the time.
I have a nomination for Connie. Do I have a second? Victoria seconding. Okay. And so, muting everybody. Jugan, would you like to give a reasoning for Connie?
Again, she's high on my suspicions unless she hasn't said anything or contributed to help finding out these clues. So if she does have any insight, I would love to hear it. Otherwise, she's high up there.
And Connie, you can unmute and give your defense.
When Adam came out, I did say I had the yellow artifact right off the bat. What I've been doing most of the time has been looking at the numbers. I mean, I don't know if they have any relevance, but I noticed that all of them end in either 2, 3, 5, 7, or 8. So then I was playing with the numbers and seeing what I could figure out with that. I added up all the numbers. They came to 1769 in case it was close to the number that Elliot came up with. But that's mostly what I've been doing, as well as listening to what everybody else has said.
All right, with that, we'll vote on Connie. Again, it's up to save, down to kill. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Not enough. Day continues.
Sorry, I zoned out there. I wasn't looking at the votes when I flipped my thumb up. I just want to make that clear. I completely zoned out that we were voting. I was looking at all the clues on my chat in the corner and just
one
totally
popped up
got
right when
absorbed.
you said vote, and I thought,
Sorry, does anybody remember Connie saying that she had a yellow artifact? I'm trusting her, but I don't necessarily.
Anybody could just say what kind of artifact.
I remember saying
There were a lot of people saying stuff, so.
Yeah.
What about Davey? Davey's been pretty quiet.
I haven't said anything yet, but don't nominate me because it would be a waste.
Yeah. How much time do we have, Alex?
2 minutes.
I think we're on the right track for colors, like what Elliot was saying.
Definitely green, yeah.
Yeah,
But we
green.
need to find the wolf, and then that's when we need to
Yeah,
talk
so
about the colors.
maybe
Who
what's
has
that
the color?
color?
Then we need to do it. You know.
One of those juicy wolves. I don't know. It might be your boy Andreas.
I know. I'm on board with you, Eddie.
The only thing I'm really wondering is if
I
the
thought you had
wolf
Hang
is
on,
like a
David speaking.
Eddie,
The
I
only
thought
thing
you
I'm
had
really-
really good notes of
Elliot,
who
David was
was
speaking.
cleared.
Everybody,
David
Davey.
speaking.
Davey, go.
The only thing I was really wondering is if the sea wolf, no, the spy wolf is like a mystic wolf. And
Yeah, that
then
was my thought.
we also something weird happened right when Jugan nominated Elliot. We can't forget that. So I'm wondering if maybe one of them are the spy wolf and are claiming now to be a medium because they know that that medium has died. But then that kind of falls apart when you think about the apprentice medium, so that probably is not likely. Bora made a comment earlier about when we were talking about Simon. He talked
Sorry,
about
Dave. Alex, time check, just quick. Sorry, David, to interrupt.
he talked about Alex the time. He talked about strategy of the werewolves. So he was thinking from a werewolf perspective. So he's really the only one on my sus list right now. Connie did say yellow earlier. I wrote it down. And those are all of my thoughts.
Well, to clarify that me and Elliot gave specific clues, that's no way we could like claim that. And reason I nominated Elliot because all this fishy stuff to begin with, I thought maybe it has something to do with it.
I'm going to go on my gut and just sorry to interrupt because we've got no time. I'm just going to nominate Andreas.
Second.
All right, we have a nomination from, was that Eddie?
Yeah.
Eddie for Andreas, and it sounded like Elliot seconded.
Yep.
All right, Eddie, would you like to give a reasoning?
One of the reasons was kind of like he voted down to kill me when I thought it was pretty obvious that I was a villager. I mean, I know I've not been cleared, but the reason why kind of like Cody put me up was so I could speak about my kind of like my theory about what the medium was giving. And I don't know, I just think he's playing a little bit different than he normally is, and it's just a gut feeling. It's just because in my head I've cleared quite a lot of people. I'm quite confident on a lot of people, and Andreas is one of those people that I've cleared in my head.
Is this the third nomination?
Yeah. Could be wrong though. Could be wrong.
All right, and Andreas, you can unmute and give your defense.
And the reason I voted down on you, Eddie, is because we had like the second nomination and there were like 25 seconds left. And immediately after the nomination, you started talking about how the Gamble Wolf might win a prize when he wins against Simon, which is like an argument we heard like 3 times before. So that for me was just an indication you running the time down before a third nomination. That's the only reason I voted down on you. That's I found sus. I'm on the village team. I have an artifact as well. I don't want to say what it is. But yeah, my suspicions, I'm still suspicious of what happened between Jugan and Elliot, because it was definitely something happening there when just the day ended. So I think we should think about whether there's something between them. And apart from that, I believe Jess, Connie, and yeah, I think you can just make up medium things. So I don't know whether Jugan or Elliot might have lied. But yeah.
All right, this is the final nomination of this day. We'll go vote up for saving Andreas, down for killing Andreas. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's more than enough. Orange flames consume Andreas's body, and yet he strides through them, and he is still alive. We're going to the night. Thank you, everybody. All right. Can I have my bodyguard wake up? Bodyguard, who would you like to protect? Thank you. Red herring, you can wake up and do your thing. Thank you. My werewolves can wake up. Give me a target for tonight. Thank you. Can I have my gambler wolf wake up? Thank you. Can I have my spy wolf wake up? Thank you. Can I have medium 1 wake up? Here's your clue. Thank you. Medium 2 can wake up. Thank you. Medium 3. Thank you. Medium 4 can wake up. Thank you. And medium 5 can wake up. And lastly, my seer can wake up. Who would you like to check? All right, thank you. And with that, everybody can wake back up. Except for Jugan. Sadly, you've left us in the night, and Jugan was a villager. Day is yours.
Okay, so I think, Alec, I don't know if anyone noticed when he said about dragging Andreas to the pyre, he said orange flame. So I think we've definitely got to nominate Andreas with someone who's got red and yellow. But before we do that, we need to...
I think we did. I'm yellow. I think Eddie's red.
Yeah, I'm red. We need a green
Yeah,
flame, don't
We need to make green.
Yeah,
No,
you
but
need
he
to
said- no,
make
but-
green.
No, but he said
Why
orange.
do you think that? He
orange
said
flame.
orange. Yeah.
He
in
said
No,
the
who
New
nominated,
Mexico
who nominated
flag.
Andreas?
But-
Let's get that out
but-
first.
I did. Red and yellow. Red and yellow did.
I'm
Red and yellow did, right? So that's why it was orange?
Yeah. So
Okay,
we need
so
green.
make green is the solution.
I'm just going to say one more thing, and I'm going to pass the floor to Barbie. But before we do anything, we need to get the information out from the other mediums, and then I'll pass the floor to Barbie.
Barbie wants to speak as well.
I am one of the mediums, so maybe I just start
Yeah,
then
please,
because I
please.
don't want to
You
push
get
my
that.
luck any longer. So night 0, I got murder in Hong Kong. So like the board game Deception Murder in Hong Kong, but without the deception part. And I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure it was written in black then. Then night 1, I got the exact same thing, but written in red. Again, I feel like 90% sure that there was first black and then red. The second one was definitely red, but on whether the first one was black, I didn't realize I needed to pay attention to colors. And then night 2, I got your wolf is not protected by anything. So apparently a standard wolf, but maybe with some ability to do something. And then night 3, information can be dangerous in the wrong hands. So I think I have the mystic wolf, perhaps, or the spy wolf. So
Yeah,
that's my thinking at this point.
What one are you?
I'm medium 2. Jesse, you said also
medium
you were
2.
medium 2.
Yes. Yes, I am. I am medium 2.
You don't wake up in 2. I wake
Yes,
up
I
in
do.
2 and you don't have
No,
your
I wake
eyes
up at 2.
open.
Maybe Barbie
Okay, so
is the
that's
red
wolf
herring or
number 2.
something.
There you go.
No,
Because
Okay, well,
I don't think anyone opens their eyes when I do at night. So I think
no, I open. I'm medium 2. I wake up every day at medium 2.
definitely not. Or at
So
least
either
I
Barbie
haven't
is a
seen
wolf
you
or
open your
maybe
eyes.
Barbie's the red herring or something. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm also going to share my information, and I don't know why Barbie hasn't prepared, but I have mine all typed up, so it's going to come in neatly. I am medium 5, and I believe that I am the one for the phasing wolf. And these are my informations. Clue 1, first you see me, then you don't. Clue 2, try to kill me, now you won't. Clue 3, peekaboo, I'm playing to see. And then last night, should have killed me on day 3. So I believe we can kill my wolf every other day, and we cannot kill my wolf today.
Every third day.
Guys, there's another role that can act on day 3 in a carnival game, the hypnotist. Perhaps.
Oh, and they wake up at night with.
We have a hypnotist wolf of some sort, and maybe some roles that wake up at night might need to close their eyes to.
Spy wolf.
Or,
I did not see Barbie's eyes open. I don't know if she like tried to steal my role or something.
But you get different clues than me. Like at least the stuff you have
Oh,
said
yeah.
is different stuff.
So
That
I
doesn't
don't
make
know.
any sense.
Well, I will say, as the 5th, whatever, as soon as Barbie started talking, I was very confused as well, because we already had 4, and I'm like, I'm the 5th, so Barbie's full of it. However,
Yeah,
he was
I started writing
full
first
of
for
it.
the
actually
wrong
competing
one,
with
so I'm
Jesse,
very
not me,
confused
so
as well.
I don't care. I don't know.
Jesse,
which one
what's your new clue?
10 is.
What?
All right. 10 is such a clean number, and 10 was underlined. So I mean, mine I think has something to do with the numbers.
We also had divided, so divisible by 10, I would assume, which
Yeah.
none of the numbers are.
Yes, they've got to add up when you got the.
Can I ask just
Well,
so we know
see,
we
and
take
it's
up
weird again with Jugin's clues with 50 and 100, but I'm guessing they don't match in any
we've
way.
got Jugen. Jugen's is
color
kind of
will-
like color. It's tone. I reckon
Yeah.
Jugen relates to Andreas.
Yep. And what we really need is someone with a blue artifact to nominate him,
I have
and
a
I can in
blue.
a second.
Okay.
I'm blue as well. If we're ready, I can nominate him.
I think.
Hold on, Elliot, what was your new
nomination.
clue?
Yeah.
I put it in chat. It's someone like Babylon who needs it. It makes no sense to me at all.
Isn't there a certain year attached to the word Babylon or something like that?
Do we know when
Nothing in the right time period. Babylon was destroyed about 500 BC.
So
why are we nominating with blue?
We need
Kill
green.
the kill
blue and yellow to make green.
We need blue and yellow to nominate in second.
They're thinking green because of Jugin's clue go, which
They
there's
all, I think they're all can be connected to green.
Yeah, Colton said about the 550 being.
That was the
$1 mile or
$1 million
so.
highway, which is also money.
okay, I got you.
Which werewolf are we saying Jugen was connected to?
Andreas.
Andreas.
Who is
Does he
still
have the
alive, so we're
orange
trying to
flame?
figure out.
Oh, I'll also point out that red and yellow make orange, which red and yellow are colors we have
Are
So
we
we've
only?
done- we've done-
They're
we've
saying
done
that's
orange.
the
We've done
color.
orange.
That's why there was an orange flame.
Orange flames.
We've
Oh,
done
okay.
orange.
He
Got
walked
it, got
through
it,
the
got
orange
it.
flame just fine.
Guys, whoever each of the mediums match with a werewolf. So whoever the werewolf is who matches with Jugans is the guy who dies on green with the blue and yellow. You can't
Yeah,
just
that's
say
Andreas.
Are we
Why-
just
no,
gonna
the
kill him?
fact that
Is that the
the
plan?
fact that
Are we getting rid of
Andreas was
Andreas?
covered in orange flames wouldn't that
Orange
mean
flame. That tells me the clue for Andreas is orange, but we're still trying to figure
No,
out.
no. We created an
We
orange
tried.
flame. Me and
He wouldn't
me
have
and
told
Elliot
us about
created
the
an
orange flame if the color wasn't relevant. Like
Correct.
that means that that's
No.
the color wolf.
Not
Yeah, that means
necessarily.
that's the color wolf, but orange was the wrong color. That's why
Yeah,
he didn't.
yeah.
do
So
it.
it should mean it's green. I get it. We need to
Yeah.
nominate with the color to make green.
Yeah,
Blue
we need a
and
blue
yellow.
person to nominate
And
Andreas.
a yellow.
Okay, I'll nominate Andreas.
Wait, who
And a yellow second.
I
I'll
can second.
I'll second.
I have
Wait,
a
wait, 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 wait,
nomination
wait, wait,
from
wait, wait,
Colton
wait,
for
wait.
Andreas.
Let me throw out there. I was also thinking Andreas is potentially.
Hold on. I have a nomination from Colton and a second from Elliot for Andreas. Colton, would you like to give your reasoning?
Am I allowed to clarify? Elliot, you do in fact have a yellow artifact, correct? Because I have a blue one. So we can, I think we should try to kill Andreas unless you'd like to come back to this. I don't know how much time we have left in the day. I do believe this is the right direction to go. At least by the time we end the day, we can hold off if we want to discuss further. I don't know how much time we have. Do we know that, Alex? A minute 20 or minute 30? Yeah. I do believe this is the correct idea though.
Okay, Andreas, you can unmute and give your defense. No defense? All right. Well, then we will vote up to save Andreas, down to kill Andreas. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. I see 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's more than enough. Green with envy, you strap Andreas to a pyre, set him ablaze, and Andreas is dead. Andreas was a werewolf. Good night, everybody. Okay, can I have my bodyguard wake up? Who would you like to protect? Thank you. Can I have my red herring wake up? Can do your thing. Thank you. Can my werewolves wake up at this time? Who would you like to target? Thank you. Can my gambler wolf wake up? Thank you. Can my spy wolf wake up? Thank you. Can I have medium 1 wake up? Thank you. Medium 2, you can wake up. Thank you. Medium 3. Thank you. Medium 4 can wake up. Medium 4. And can I have medium 5 wake up? And finally, my confused seer. Who would you like to check? All right, thank you. Everybody can wake back up. Except for Eddie. I'm sorry you've been killed. And Eddie was a villager. The day is yours.
Okay, can we get all the clues first?
You type them in chat.
New clues.
Sure.
So we know the phasing wolf can be killed today. We don't know who that is, but on odd days they can be killed.
I do.
Oh, you know who it is.
It's you. The clue was, here's your chance. It's number 5. I don't know what that means, but you're number 5.
No.
No,
That
it's
means
day
day 5.
five.
It's day 5.
Well, I'm just saying.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
I'm not jumping to conclusions. I'm giving you a very straightforward clue. If it means something different, that's fine. I didn't actually nominate you, and I'm not
Okay.
trying to waste any time either.
Okay.
I also noticed that Barbie decided to speak out on a day that one wolf couldn't have gotten killed. So I wonder if she was trying to put suspicion on Jesse on the day that she knew she couldn't be killed.
If you want to kill me to verify my information, that's on you. So
I
I've given
assume
you all
between
that
one
I
of
know.
them, they're the red herring, obviously. The red herring is
Yeah.
probably a wolf role.
But I looked
or a wolf
this night
team
specifically at
hidden
Jesse,
role.
and his eyes are closed. Like there's no way he wakes. Like
I've been waiting the whole time.
Uh,
So I'm guessing Barbie must be the red herring or something.
Yeah,
Because I
that-
feel
that
like
would
these
make
clues.
sense.
he's like a minion or something, but he might not be a
One
wolf
of them
that we
is.
need to
Why,
kill.
we need both of their information, actually. Because we don't
That would
actually know
make
which
sense
one's which.
because medium number 2, if he said he was and she's claiming it, they both can't be it.
Well,
Yeah,
the
no.
point is if
I
there's
know
a red
he's right,
herring, the
but-
red herring may have
I mean,
been
the
told
thing
you're
is-
the fake medium too, and being given clues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
So we don't actually know which one of them is telling the truth at this
Sorry,
point.
I just want to clarify. Barbie and Jesse both claim that they both wake up during medium 2.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why I was so
Right.
confused when he said he was medium 2, and I was thinking maybe he just got the number wrong or something, and I didn't.
This
say
makes me
anything
think of
then,
the
but-
Spider-Man comic where they're both pointing at each other and they're
Okay, well, can I just, I'm just going to come out because whatever. I'm the confused seer. So I have some information, I guess, because I obviously checked, I checked Barbie last night to figure this out. So night 1, I checked Simon and I got a little cookie cat plushie held up. And then when Simon came out, that confirmed that cookie cat meant villager. Colton also got the cookie cat. And then for Sean, I got a passport held up. For Jojo, I got the cookie cat, and for Barbie, I got the cookie cat.
Sounds like we ought to nominate Sean.
Who was the last one you checked?
I checked Barbie
Wait,
last
that's
night
dangerous.
because I needed to find out.
we don't know
between-
what wolf Sean is.
So maybe
find out
the
between
red
Barbie and
herring
Jesse.
shows as a villager.
I am not a wolf. I must be a lichen. I know that's what everybody says.
We still need to kill you, sorry. Can I
Yeah.
That's
give
true.
some information? Can I just give some information? I got my clue today, which is Lean Square, which I think is a video game reference to basically somewhere where there's a big millennial fair going on. So I'm pretty sure the answer to my clues is 1,000.
Yeah.
Which means if I don't think we need any more of my clues. If I die, it's not the end at night. It's not the end of the world anymore.
I was going to say, I just looked on Babylon, and it was abandoned in 10,000 AD. Yeah, sorry, 1000 AD. So I think that ties in with the Lean Square 1000.
Yeah, and given my first clue, if you have to answer it, make sure you say 1000 AD, because the AD was the first
Yeah.
clue.
Okay,
I mean,
well,
so
what was your
curious, Jugan, did you get another clue, or like did you
Jugan's
just get?
dead.
Oh, okay. Well, then there.
Jugan will not be given any more information.
Oh,
Just
the
go check-
apprentice
go
would have
check
seen
that
it,
chat
but
for him.
I don't think the apprentice should come out. Well, maybe they
I
should
don't
come
think
out.
they should.
I mean, unless they have
Jugan's
something.
wolf was Andreas,
No,
and
no,
Andreas
the
is dead,
Druid's
so.
wolf's dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Something
Barbie,
I
what
don't
were your
see how.
clues?
JoJo's been trying to talk.
Sorry.
something that might be worth pointing out is that Jesse's clue that you just got was the day will end if you use the incorrect code on your wolf. And the day did end when we nominated Elliot. I just am saying.
Well,
But
Thought it was
I
worth
mean, we
it
know
was.
that
I don't
he's
even
not
think he got
telling the
seconded.
truth.
Right. It wasn't even a code. It was just a nomination.
Yeah.
I think that was
I
a
forgot
separate
that he
thing.
gets seconded. That'll
What
do.
what one of the things I can't remember who typed it saying information is dangerous. Oh, is that where did I see that? Someone
Yeah.
said information is dangerous.
Yeah, information in the wrong hands. Information can be dangerous in the wrong hands was the clue I got in night 3.
So that would imply spy wolf.
I think I'm the spy wolf medium.
Yeah, because that's
And what would
that's
Jesse?
the
I mean,
the
that makes
werewolf
sense
that's
to line
wicked.
up with a specific wolf. What would
I
Jesse?
mean, Paul confirmed I'm the cookie thing, whatever. And you know that Simon was a villager, so you should not have to doubt my information
Well,
anymore.
if
I have no
there
idea
was-
what's
The
going on
red
with
herring
Jesse,
could
but
be a village.
Right. A red herring may not appear as a werewolf.
That's what I
Just
thought.
before we go out to whoever we're going to nominate, one thing I did notice the first time we tried to kill Andreas, everyone went to voted to kill Andreas apart from Barbie, Ben, and Chris. And obviously Barbie's cleared, but Ben and Chris were the two people who voted to save him.
Yes.
I don't think I've heard much from Ben personally. I wouldn't mind hearing what his thoughts are.
Can I say
And
something real quick
Chris.
first? All of the numbers that we got in a 2, 8, 3, 7, or 5, 2 and 8 make 10, 3 and 7 make 10, and 5 and 5 make 10, which goes along with what Jesse was saying. I still believe Barbie, but I mean that helps Jesse's defense.
I like that. Good
So I would
observation.
think nomination and second between two people that add up to a number divisible by 10 would kill that wolf.
I just want to say a quick thing because we're running out of time. My werewolf can only be killed every other day, and I don't have any idea who my werewolf is, nor will I think we will figure it out. However, Sean, it did show up as a werewolf. Maybe we should try to kill him today.
we should try.
Before we
Yeah.
nominate Elliot, you can go first.
Yeah, I agree. Sean's probably our best target, but I think everyone we nominate, we should make sure that the person nominated in seconds adds up to 10.
Right. I think we go with Sean.
Starting
and make
now
sure we
with
get
Sean.
that
I
down.
just want to also mention before we do nominations and stuff that like Ben hasn't said a whole lot. He's definitely jumping on me, and he voted to save Andreas.
But you also tried to throw shade at me by saying I hadn't spoken at all, and I did notice that one.
Day
You said-
one, you hadn't said it.
No, day 2. No, I had that said quite a lot. I was
Stephen
trying to
or
do clues,
Cody,
and I
can
was
you- Stephen or
We're
Cody.
running out of time.
I'm going to nominate Sean.
I nominate
Come
Sean.
on.
And I don't know why the number has to add up to 10. Who has to second?
All right, I've
I
heard
second.
a
I'll
nomination
second if
from
Stephen
Yahoo.
is nominating.
Stephen,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I second.
is there a second? Second from Bora. Perfect. So, Stephen, if you'd like to unmute and give your reasoning for nominating Sean.
No, I don't know. Sean might be a werewolf. He showed up as a werewolf. It's the day that we can kill my werewolf, and we appear to have done a thing that has to do with 10, which I didn't understand at all what that was about. So we should kill him.
Okay, Sean, you can unmute and give your defense.
As a counter to just kill him, I'm going to go with please don't just kill him. Everybody is doing all these puzzle things. It's great. It adds a lot of flavor to the game, but we're missing a lot of the social reads and stuff like that. And sorry, like Ben is really high on my list. If you want to kill me, we know that there are lichens in the game. If you actually suspect I'm a werewolf, then okay. But I think we're missing a lot of social reads to the game right now.
All right, with that, first nomination
Are we
for
allowed
Sean.
to ask a question?
No questions. We're going to vote up for Sean to save, down to kill Sean. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's enough. The purple banners unfurl for the execution of Sean. However, as you close in on him, he kind of flicks his wrist and this blue police box appears and he hops inside and it disappears. You found yourself the time wolf. So I'm going to need a Yahoo to give me a year that he is retreated into. And if you can guess the correct year, Sean will die.
That's phenomenal. There's so much information out there. I believe 1,000 was I'm just going to say 1,000.
The year is 1000 AD and Sean is dead. Sean was a werewolf.
Thanks for solving the thing, guys.
Everybody can go to sleep. All right. All right, can I have my bodyguard wake up? Bodyguard, would you like to protect somebody tonight? Thank you. Go to sleep. Can I get my red herring to wake up? Red herring, you can do your thing. Thank you. Werewolves, you can wake up. Who are you going to kill tonight? Okay, I'm going to go with that. Can I get my gambler wolf to wake up? Thank you. Can I get my spy wolf to wake up? Thank you. Medium 1 can wake up. Thank you. Medium 2, you can wake up. Thank you. Medium 3, you can wake up. Thank you. Medium 4. Thank you. You can go to sleep. And can I have medium 5 wake up? And lastly, can my seer wake up? Who would you like to check? Okay. Thank you. Everybody can wake back up. It was a lovely, lovely night, except for Victoria. Unfortunately, you are dead. Victoria, thanks for playing. And the day is yours.
Victoria was a
Villager, sorry.
Oh,
Barbie, can you share your clues in the chat?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I'll say I checked John. He's good.
Okay.
I will just say this out loud before I start typing it. I got a clue that kind of hints that there might be a wolf with in sheep's clothing, so maybe there is a wolf man. So we
Yeah, no,
cannot be 100% on.
I thought about checking Jesse just to find out, but if you two are one of as a spy wolf, maybe I'm assuming it's a wolf man. So I thought it'd be a waste to check Jesse. I'm not sure, because if we kill one of you and we find out you're good or bad, we know the other one's the opposite, is how I see it.
How do we feel between the two? Do we feel strongly one way or the other that it's Barb over Jesse? Or
Well, I at first trusted Jesse more because he came out first, which is why Barbie was the one I checked. But out of those two, I'm not sure right now.
I do think it's that Barbie voted to save Andreas the first night. I had that written down as well.
The clues Jesse has been sharing with us very much sound like Alex's tone of voice.
What was your last clue, Barbie?
Verbatim, it is by now your wolf has an entire wardrobe of sheep's clothing.
Do we know all 5 mediums?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
We have 6 mediums.
We have all 6
6 to 5 mediums.
We don't know the
Missing one. Who
sixth
are
one.
Well, the thing is,
Simon
Jesse's
and
clues line
Judy.
up.
Simon was, he died
Simon.
early.
Jesse's
So I have a
clues
question.
line
Is
up
the,
with what we were doing with 10, and that's how we killed.
no, he was the time.
No, we killed him with time.
Yeah, 10 hasn't
We
been
still
in.
need
There
to
must
make
be
sure
another
we're
wolf out
nominating
there
and
with that.
seconding with it.
Yes, I agree that he was
Oh,
the
yeah.
time, and so the only reason that Stephen had to choose the year was because he was the one who nominated. I still think that Steve is connected to the phasing wolf every other night. We just don't know who the phasing wolf is, except tonight we can't do anything about it. It's an even night. And then I'm still sticking that I think that Jesse's divided by 10 actually matters, because again, all the numbers on here add up to some form of 10. So that strikes me as real.
I mean, I guess we don't know, like, if a red herring was killed, if it would be announced as like a red herring was killed or something like that.
It'd probably just be werewolf or villager.
Another thing I've been kind of thinking of is I'm just trying to remember that there are 2 cursed in the game. So the people I'm clearing might be clear now, but not later. But we haven't had a no kill night.
Mm-hmm.
So unless there was a double kill that we didn't know about, nobody should have turned yet.
I'd like to say something. I don't know the proper time to come out. I'm the apprentice, whatever it's called. So I've been getting Jugan's information, which is irrelevant. I'm getting Simon's rice, rock, paper, scissors. I won and then drew and then lost last night, so they got another item. The first bit when I won, he told me if there's no villager to play, the werewolf's chances increases, so they just get an item, I assume, once I die. The next one, well, I got a draw and he still told me something, and he said your wolf is an odd number, so that kind of narrows it down to 3 people for me. I think Chris, Bora, and Jojo, and Cody.
Well, I cleared Jojo, so unless she's good, unless she's
you did?
a wolf
Okay.
man of some kind.
Because they're trusting Steven, obviously, and who else did I? And you just cleared John, you said.
Yeah.
Chris also saved Andreas the first night, so Barb and Chris.
Hopefully there's a bodyguard that can protect me, because I was hoping we just kill Jesse or Barbie, and then we can just, if I get their info, then they're legit. If I don't, then we know that they were not. And I was hoping someone would suggest that, but I couldn't really bring it up without being super obvious about the reason why I want to do it. So I just figured I'd just come out and not risk it.
Let's just make sure we're adding up to 10 if we're nominating at any point.
I also think it's not a bad idea to come back and kill Bora tomorrow because that whole 5 thing is pretty straightforward.
No, it's not.
Also, you're an odd
No,
number,
but in the
so you're
previous
a
game,
good
it never
option for
worked
Yeah,
both.
that way.
I like that.
Wait, why are we? Okay.
So
We'll
that's
talk
tomorrow.
about
You get a
we'll
live
talk
one
about
day.
it tomorrow because you can't. Apparently, you can't kill me.
So
today.
that's what I wanted to say.
I just
So
even about killing Barbie, I'm nervous. Like the red herring, like is that worth it versus like going for werewolves, especially if we're not sure exactly how to kill them?
I mean, at this point, they will never kill me at night because I'm such a nice distraction. So if you want to test the theory, you will either have to kill Jesse or me because I don't think that the wolves
mean,
will do it for you.
Yeah, I mean, or we could just ignore it and just try to utilize both their options. I mean, Stevens, obviously, we can't do anything about today, so we can just go off the odd number and kill one of the odd numbers at random.
There's
I
one
mean,
of 3
leaves
people,
kinda
I
like
believe.
I will
Frisky
point
Cody.
out that if we kill my wolf and they don't die, that is helpful.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that that's what we should do, but like, you know, it would be helpful.
Jerry, do you have something to say?
Yeah, I was going to say we've got 2 other wolves apart from the Barbie Jesse. Even if one of them's a wolf, I mean, I do if I had to pick very much off Jesse, but I'm also very happy to go and do something like your odd number or something like that.
Yeah, it
Jerry,
seems
you were
like
going
one
to
of
say
them
something
should
when
be
Elliot
Barbie.
responded to Jerry.
Can I ask a clarifying question? If we kill the medium during the day, will the apprentice seer get to act that night, or do they not find out that they are now that medium until the following morning?
If you killed a medium during the day, I would be sending a message before the night.
Okay.
What I was going to say was, so for me, my red flags because of the way they voted Andreas is still Ben and Chris, but also there's been a few times when we've gone to nominate one of the wolves. I think it happened with Sean and Dave. You then tried to interrupt and steer the conversation away, so that's flagging me up for Davey.
Well, based on the information there, yeah, Bora, Chris, or Cody would be one of the 3, and then Jesse and Barbie would be one of the other, I think. So then there's still one more.
30 seconds.
I want to hear from Chris, so I might as well
Chris.
nominate him.
Someone with a 2 second that, please. No, someone with
Oh,
a 2.
sorry.
Second.
I will second.
So that was
I second.
What?
It sounded like a nomination for Chris from Jess, correct? And then who seconded that? Okay, I see Connie. And so Jess, would you like to give your reasoning?
Yeah, I just wanted to hear from him, and because he's one of the people that I'm suspicious of. I just haven't heard a lot. And he's an odd number, so.
And Chris, you can unmute and defend yourself.
Yeah, I'm a villager. I mean, I've been trying to help with the clues. I mean, I've been trying to help. I helped with the green clue. I mean, I know we were all getting there, but I was one that was trying to help push that. I've been really helpful to try and, but I no idea. I wasn't sure on Andreas. That's why I voted up at the time. But then the next day I did vote down. I know everyone voted down, but I'm trying to sort of work out who to kill during the day.
All right, and with that, we're going to vote on Chris. Up to save, down to kill. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is enough. And you try to kill Chris, but it doesn't work, and the day is over. Good night, everybody. All right, can I have my bodyguard wake up? Bodyguard, who to protect? Thank you. Can I have my red herring wake up? Red herring, you can do your thing. Thank you. Can my werewolves wake up? Werewolves, who would you like to target? Okay, thank you. Can my gambler wolf wake up? Thank you. Can my spy wolf wake up? Thank you. All right, can I have medium 1 wake up? And medium 2 can wake up. Thank you. And medium 3 can wake up. Thank you. Medium 4. Thank you. And medium 5. Thank you. And can my seer wake up? Would you like to check somebody? Thank you. All right, everybody can wake up. Except for Paul, unfortunately, you have died in the morning and the day is yours. Paul was a villager.
Jesse, did you say that your wolf was odd yesterday?
No, Colton.
Odd? No.
Who said that?
Colton.
Colton said that?
Chris is
The
probably
day
the
will
gambler
end
wolf.
if you use the incorrect code. And I have the spy wolf because it said the spy wolf is alive.
Colton, who was that
It said
for?
that
Was
for me
that
too.
Mine,
Now I
mine
believe
is
Jesse.
the
Yeah,
presumably gambler wolf.
You gotta
Gambler was an odd number?
Hey.
I don't know. It's some kind of like
Because you couldn't have known that. You couldn't have known that that was what I got. So you are like quirked or something.
I think you're the red herring. I think Barbie's the red herring.
I think you are the red herring, but you're not allowed to say that you're the red herring, so you're saying it that way. But actually, I'm trusting Jesse now, if that
What
helps
did you just
anybody.
get?
I got the
I got
spy wolf is
exactly what
alive.
he said.
Wait,
what did you say?
during the red herring, nothing is given to the red herring. The red herring does something. So I
I
don't
mean,
see
we
any
don't
way.
we don't technically know that. Again, could be a red herring. Him saying "do your thing" could be a red herring. Like I don't know that that's.
There could be no red herring.
Yeah, I don't think we have
Well,
any
there's
idea.
definitely something going on with Barbie and Jesse though. There's something off there.
But I'm
Barbie-
inclined to trust him now because he said verbatim what I got.
You got the same thing? Oh, you got the
Yes,
same
I
thing.
got the same thing.
Chris is aware. Barbie voted to save him.
So what's that?
Yes, but if I was a wolf, I wouldn't be so stupid to do that.
So
I
have
honestly
a,
believed Chris.
I have a theory now.
I
So what
don't
if the
any
spy
longer.
wolf? What if the spy wolf is getting exactly the same clues that the medium is getting? Which means
I
Jesse and
mean-
Barbie would be getting.
I mean, I don't think
That's a
Well, that was the
Jesse and
first
Barbie have
clue we
said the
got
same
together.
Oh,
clues.
because she's been saying different.
They've said different clues.
I think we
Up
still need
until
to kill
now.
one of them though.
Oh, no,
Not today. It's got to be Chris
Chris.
today.
It has to be Chris today. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Chris is the gambler wolf.
Can I, hold on, can
Probably
I,
got
No.
I
it
sent
that
you a
second
message,
one.
Alex. Can you,
Can you repeat that, Connie?
I said that he's probably the gambler wolf because he probably got an item that kept him alive.
Either that or he's the phasing wolf, and last night was an even night.
I think
That's
that's the
possible.
case.
Yeah.
Barbie, why did it take you 2 turns to say that you were the medium? That was the same number as Jesse after he said.
Because I honestly thought that it was just a fluke that he got the number wrong. And I didn't
Steve,
want to come out in that round. I was contemplating coming out, but there was already 2 mediums that came out, and I wasn't going to make the bodyguard pick between 3 people. So I knew that I
I
was
think
definitely
we should
gonna
kill
say that.
Chris. I think my guess is Cody is the gambling wolf. My like clue last night was your wolf is between 75 and 178, which Cody I think is the last odd number in that gap.
That
Right.
seems very.
And an odd number in that gap. That's true.
I mean, he might have just, I don't
Yeah,
remember
that
what the other numbers are. Maybe it wasn't so narrowing before other
When
people
all
were
the
dead,
people were left.
but that singles out Cody in this case. But I do think Chris is the, because my worry was that Chris could have had a focus stash, and that
Right.
was what saved him. But I do believe in this case that we should try to kill.
Did you win?
I drew last night.
I would guess that Drew, no one gets a prize.
Yeah,
You don't get a
I
prize.
get,
It's
I
just
get information if I draw or win.
Mhm.
So it's
Between
favored to me.
75 and what was the upper number?
178.
178.
Okay, thanks.
And this was the same medium that gives the odd number, that gave the odd number clue, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
In which case we got all our wolves because we got Chris, we've got Cody, and we've got one of Barbie and
I don't-
Jesse. I think we just start taking them out one by one.
I am gonna dispute. I don't think you have me as a wolf because I'm not a wolf. I'm a villager. I've been very helpful to the village. I'm not sure what this clue is pointing towards. I've been trying to look. Colton, do you have the other clues that medium is supposed to have?
All the clues I've gotten were there, like Simon got his stuff, which is the list. Then I got, if there's no villager to play, the werewolf's chances increase, implying that if I'm dead, then
Right.
they auto win, I assume. Your wolf is an odd number. And then I got, paraphrasing, your wolf is 175 to 178. I just wrote the numbers down because I don't remember all the words around it.
So what was it? 175?
No, just 75 to 178. And that's why I messaged Alex to make sure I wrote it down before
You
announced
said
it.
175.
I'm sorry, no. 75.
Yeah, I'm 165. I'm really confused.
Not
75.
175.
Between 75 and 170.
Oh, 75. I thought it was 175.
No, that'd be very narrow.
Yeah, I was really confused.
That would be just
one question. What were the numbers between 75 and 178? Because maybe that we are probably right. But
I only
just-
wrote down
so-
Josh and then I stopped writing.
Mhm.
Victoria was 147, Adam was 103. Josh was 87.
I'm just.
We haven't
that's
killed the
before.
villager, have we?
Alex, how much time do we have?
Right?
Yes, we killed villagers, yeah.
No, I'm just thinking.
We've not, the wolves have.
We have not.
Right.
I was gonna say, we couldn't have accidentally killed a different wolf than the one we thought we were killing.
The clues have been too good with what we've done. We know which ones we've got.
I have one thing I want to mention just in case it's important. I don't think it is according to the medium's clues, but Alex has changed his phrasing for the bodyguard and the seer from who do you want to protect, who do you want to see, to do you want to protect and do you want to see? I don't know if there's a like the wolf can't be protected or seen on that day. I don't know if we have a bodyguard, but we know we lost our seer. And then Cody was really strong in the beginning and started calling people out that weren't talking, and then just died off and like hasn't been contributing.
Yeah,
since, like
I've been quiet because we've been getting wolves. I've been trying to figure out some of the stuff. I'm not getting too far with it.
I'm not gonna say you
I
haven't been
mean,
helpful. I think you
have been
play
very
the
helpful.
same as a villager as you do a wolf. I think you are trying to be productive and then you try to get by because you're being productive. And I totally get that. That's kind of how I feel when I'm playing. I feel like I play the same, even though people call me out when I'm a wolf, but I feel like I'm playing like a villager. I'm not gonna say you haven't been helpful, but I do think that clue pretty much singles you out based on their remaining numbers. It doesn't make sense. There was other options that have died off.
We can only have about a minute left, so I'll nominate
But I do
Chris.
think we should kill Chris, yeah.
Yeah,
So hold on, 10, do the 10 thing just in case.
Me and Connie can do it.
I heard a nomination for Chris from Elliot. Do we have a second? I see Ben. Perfect. Elliot, would you like to give your reasoning?
No.
Okay, Chris, you can give your defense. Okay. With that, we're going to vote on Chris's life. This is up to save, down to kill. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks pretty unanimous. One moment. Okay, with a yellow rope around Chris's neck, you drop him from the gallows, and Chris is dead. You've killed yourself a werewolf. Everybody can go to sleep. Okay, can I get my bodyguard to wake up? Bodyguard, would you like to protect somebody? Okay, thank you, bodyguard. Can I get my red herring to wake up? You can do your thing. Okay, thank you. My werewolves, you can wake up. Who would you like to target? Thank you. Can I get my gambler wolf to wake up? Thank you. Spy wolf. Spy wolf can wake up. Thank you. You can go to sleep. Medium 1, you can wake up. Thank you. Medium 2, you can wake up. Thank you. Medium 3. Thank you. Medium 4. Thank you. We have medium 5. Thank you. And my seer, who would you like to check? Thank you. Okay, with that, everybody can wake up. It's a lovely morning for everybody except for Colton. Unfortunately, you are dead, and Colton was a villager.
Barbie, what clue did you get last night?
A white card with black felt tip pen written no more clues.
Yeah, no more clues.
That's what I got.
So right before that nomination happened, I was going to say we should kill Cody before Chris. I know it was Chris's day, but Cody being the gambler wolf, we shouldn't have given them that chance to win another item in the rock, paper, scissors.
I mean, you guys are barking up the wrong tree. I'm not gambler wolf.
Because we could have gotten Chris the 2 days from then. Like we could have gotten Cody yesterday. Because right now we don't know if he got an item or not.
We just need to go for him with a 10.
Well, Cody has at least one item, so whenever we do, if so, something's going to happen.
I have a blue artifact that I got from the very beginning.
I think that's meaningless at this point.
It is, yeah, but that's an item that I have. I don't know what other items you guys suspect me of having or having had, but I've been helping the village. I've been playing this game. My suspicions obviously lie between some of the people who have, like, I think Davey, he's come out and he's one of the people who's been outspoken against me, but he's been relatively quiet throughout this game. And I think we've obviously got this big debate between Barbie and Jesse that kind of never got a resolution. And Bora somehow slipped by suspicions. We said that we were going to kill him, and we've never returned to that. And I'm just really curious why. So I don't know. You guys can do what you want, but
Never returned to
put
Bora.
everything out there.
We were suspicious of Bora because Steven said it's number 5, but that was the every other day thing, and I think we're pretty sure we got Chris with that. I'm the one that came up with the adding to a divisible by 10, so I think that that's pretty helpful because I think it's right. Oh, there was something else I was going to say. It was good too, but I just forgot it.
No, otherwise,
the cursed. I think there's only one wolf. Have we killed 4 wolves?
No, we've killed 3.
Three.
So we need 2
Okay,
more.
I might as well come out with it. So you guys there's 6 wolves. Remember that day that Paul died? I poisoned him with my gambler's potion. So you guys aren't just looking for another wolf. There's a 6th wolf among you. And I don't think you're ever gonna find them.
I was going to say was last night, Alex said, wolves wake up, who do you want to kill? And then instantly said, okay. There was no conversation between the wolves. So either they all agreed or one person held it up and they immediately went thumbs up, which makes me think that there are not 6 wolves.
Elliot wants to speak.
What was that Cody admitting to being a wolf there?
Yeah.
Was
I
it?
think he's
I'm
pushing
sorry,
someone.
I didn't catch that.
I think he did.
I
I
also
think he was.
think
Jerry,
the
if you
fact
if you nominate him, I'll second.
the fact that they immediately
Yeah.
decided to go for Colton so unanimously
I mean, our
means
other
that
wolf
Colton's
knows who they
information
are.
was threatening, in my opinion, because
Well,
they
I
could
think
have
he was
killed
the
Elliot, who was a
apprentice.
confirmed villager. Or...
He came out as apprentice medium.
Yeah, I
so
know,
they-
but there's still Elliot also around who is not involved in a controversy with someone else. So
My
I
wolf's
think,
dead.
But
Yeah.
before we do the domination of Cody, what was that? What did Colson say that would have got? I mean, obviously he was going to be killed anyway, but what did he say that could have been dangerous to the wolves?
He said
Who?
that he used a gambler's potion and that there's another wolf or
That's
something.
what
to that
Cody
effect.
said.
So something like they've been cursed. So we've got we'll have 2 wolves left after Cody dies.
potentially he might
think-
also just be
Yeah,
pulling.
in theory.
Why would he reveal that?
I don't
He
know.
wouldn't.
To cause
I wouldn't take anything he says. seriously.
Paranoia, I don't know.
He's just trying to throw us off.
Yeah, we just need to nominate.
And I don't
Cody.
think werewolves would bother killing Elliot because I think any information Elliot gets is about a.
Yeah, but he's a cleared villager, so.
Yeah, that's all.
Jerry,
But
do you want to
Colton
nominate
was the
Cody
medium.
before the
He was
wolves
getting all
Same
the
as
do
myself.
shenanigans?
I nominate Cody.
Second.
All right, I have a nomination of Cody from Jerry and a second from Elliot. Jerry, we want to give your reasoning?
I just want to see how much he howls when we string him up and flay him.
Okay, and Cody, you can give your defense.
I'll remember that, Jerry.
All right, and with that, we are going to vote on Cody's life. This is up to save, down to kill. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That is unanimous. Green with envy, you go after Cody, and you've killed yourself another werewolf. However, Cody also gets to kill someone on his way out. So who would
Jerry.
you kill?
Jerry.
Killing Jerry? All right, Jerry, you are also dead, and Jerry was a villager. Good night, everybody. Oh man, this game's interesting. I'm gonna get my bodyguard to wake up. Who would you like to protect? Thank you. Can I get my red herring to wake up? You can do your thing. Thank you. My werewolves can wake up. My werewolves can wake up. Who would you like to target? Thank you. Okay, thank you. And can I have my gambler wolf wake up? Thank you. Spy Wolf, you can wake up. Thank you. Medium 1. Thank you. Medium 2. Thank you. Medium 3. Thank you. Medium 4. Thank you. And medium 5. And lastly, can I have my confused seer wake up? Who would you like to check? Thank you. All right. It is now morning. Everybody can wake up. And there was no death last night. The day is yours.
I think someone got turned.
I think that's
Unless
possible.
there's like a possible bodyguard save, but I'm feeling like the bodyguard's not alive anymore because they've never. There's
I
always
don't think
been
the
a death.
bodyguard's alive either.
Yeah.
So I know we've been going back and forth between the Jesse and Barbie thing, but the whole red herring thing, one of them, I think Barbie, could be red herring with the werewolf team. And the whole murder in Hong Kong thing, it's a deception game, right? So that kind of leads to that being a deceptive, like just trying to be deceptive towards the village.
The last 2 nights, Barbie said that she got the same clue as Jesse, and last night Jesse got the same clue as Barbie. So I suspect that the spy wolf and the spy medium have been getting the same clues the whole time. But I think
But he gave different stuff in the beginning. He gave completely different stuff.
Maybe they didn't have the same clues in the beginning.
I think they had a pattern that beyond a certain point, he's been holding up for everyone no more clues. So it doesn't surprise me that those two get the same once they started getting that.
Right. But
I think he gave everything.
the spy wolf would not be interested in giving the real clues.
Yeah, he may have been getting the clues all along and just not sharing them. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm saying he. I don't actually know which one's the bad one.
And Alex may well have written a fake set of clues for the spy wolf.
Yeah, and I think Barbie's clues have been about like,
I don't see what the black or red or murder in Hong Kong have to do with anything.
I think they're all
don't
just
either.
explaining, like Jesse's clues explained how to kill this thing, just like every other medium's clues have. Whereas Barbie's clues are like, here's who you're trying to kill, they didn't have anything to do with how you're going to actually kill them.
But what if it is
Who's
an act?
checked,
What if
though?
she is the red herring and like not a werewolf?
Not the red
but-
herring.
I mean, I
Who's
say
checked
it's
as
like you
cookie
go
cutter,
for
remember?
one of us today and one of us tomorrow.
But what if killing the red herring is not a good thing?
I mean, do you
We've got to
have
take a
suspicions on another person
No.
besides
Well,
the two of us? That's the thing.
People
I don't-
that are safe, so we could go off
Do
of
we
that.
think it's the werewolf that medium 2 is looking for that we're still hunting for? Is that what we think?
Well, you still need mine. You still need the
Jesse's, right?
mystic
Yeah,
wolf,
Jesse's.
the spy wolf.
The
I know
adding
the
up to
spy wolf
10
as
thing, we
well.
haven't done that yet.
Well, actually,
Wasn't that
several wolves that we
Cody's?
killed, we did add up to 10, so we
have
could have killed it and not known.
Right, but we think
Oh,
Jesse's been
okay.
getting clues about the spy wolf, right?
We are only
Yeah, that's
missing
the thing that
one
doesn't make
wolf,
sense,
right?
really.
We're only missing the spy
Cody was
wolf.
obviously.
I don't know that that's actually as obvious. It might be, and maybe, but it's
At
very.
least in my mind, the gambling wolf was Cody because he won the hunter ability
had-
probably
yeah,
because the
that-
hunter thing was one of the price list items based on
That
what
makes sense.
Jerry said.
If
So
I
I
remember,
think
if I remember correctly, he won 2 items, so it is possible that he did have the poison, and there is another werewolf.
Oh, so
And
that
how
would
are
mean
you
that
doing?
potentially there's 3 wolves because, or 3 turned wolves, 4 total, because he said possibly 2 cursed, and then if there was an item that turned one, then we potentially have 4 wolves at this point.
No, we're not saying that there's an item that turned one. He said that he poisoned Paul, and that was Paul's death. So the idea is that the night before Paul was announced dead, somebody else would have been targeted by the werewolf and got turned as a cursed.
Did he say poison Paul or just somebody?
He said he poisoned Paul.
I think he said Paul.
I think
But
we
that night,
should-
no one died. If that was the reason, but I think we should not take because Cody was a wolf, so he wouldn't have given us anything useful. So we should probably not take that too.
Well, I do think it's valuable to take what people say. I know that you know, obviously don't want to take it at face value, but I do think it's valuable to think about.
Yeah.
I'm thinking through this whole Barbie Jesse thing. My thoughts are Barbie was checked by the seer, and she's the one whose clue suggested the possibility of a wolf man, which would be funny to sort of give something that itself a little. Jesse's adding up to 10. I don't see how that dividing by 10 actually fits into the spy wolf. I was assuming it was the gambling wolf, but given
I think
that doesn't quite fit, given that 175 stuff, and it's got to be the spy wolf. I'm wondering if that's all.
Elliot, I think the divided by 10 is that the people who nominate and second have to add up to something that is
No, I get what it means. I don't get why that's the spy wolf.
Like, why is
I
that the
don't
way
think
to
it
kill a
is.
spy wolf?
His other clues were cracked.
Yeah, it feels like it was more towards
One was
Cody's
a red
thing,
herring.
But
There was another clue that said the night or the day will end if you use the incorrect code. So the idea of like code breaking relates to the spy wolf. I think that's kind of the thinking.
Oh, okay.
So
if it wasn't up to
do you
10,
think was my
like, it would have ended immediately.
That and all the other wolves are accounted for. I have all the other wolves accounted for.
Who was my wolf?
So yours was like the every other day.
You
So
had
I
the
think like the
phasing wolf.
phasing.
Yeah, that was Chris.
Oh,
That was
who-
Chris.
It was Chris.
Wolf.
Cody was the gambling wolf.
Yep.
See, I feel like my clues were towards Cody, but then I don't know why I would get like the spy wolf is still alive.
I don't think I think Cody was the gambling wolf, and that's why he had the gun.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Agreed. Yeah.
He won that.
I don't know if it was just to point out like maybe the red herring or like have us match. I don't know.
I'm just not. The thing I'm wondering is if Jesse is the spy wolf, or if he is really just somehow, if Alex is messing with us and Jesse isn't evil to begin with. That's my only struggle here. But
If Jesse wasn't evil, he could have just stayed quiet. He wouldn't have to be so convincing.
We have less than a minute. I think Jesse's clues sound better.
40
Sound
seconds.
more real.
I'll nominate Barbie because I think we got to go.
Wait
Don't do it. Don't
back to
do it.
back.
Don't do it.
I heard a nomination from Jesse of Barbie. Do we have a second? Looks like Davey is seconding. So Jesse, do you want to give your reasoning?
I mean, I think she's either a wolf or the red herring, and either way, I think it's just best because it doesn't seem like we have any other suspicions. So if she's a villager, you guys can come to me tomorrow. But I just think it's the best right now for the village.
All right. Sorry, Barbie. I muted you just as you unmuted. Please unmute. You can give your defense.
Well, we have killed 4 wolves, so hopefully we are not anywhere near being overrun. And if it helps the course, then sure, kill me. I will not. It will not help you. I am the medium too, like I've said. And the way Jesse is pushing now, I think he is the spy wolf. But like, I can't be 100% on that because he could be the red herring who is somehow quirked to made say that. I don't think it's a good move for a wolf to call someone else's role because he would be busted immediately. Like I just honestly I don't see the strategy behind why he would be doing that as a wolf. But yeah, I mean, this is the best what we have right now, so you should kill one of us. I would obviously prefer that it not be me because I prefer to help the village. But I mean, I have given you all I have. I, by the way, had a yellow artifact in some point. That's all I have. So you make with that what you will.
Okay. And we will be voting on Barbie. Up to save, down to kill. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 down. That is enough. The purple banners unfurl for the execution of Barbie. And as her head rolls across the stage, you realize that she was a villager. Everyone can go to sleep. Can I get my bodyguard to wake up? Who would you like to protect? Thank you. Can I get my red herring to wake up? Do what you like to do. Thank you. Can I get my werewolves to wake up? My werewolves can wake up. Can everybody, actually, werewolves, go back to sleep. Everybody wake up. Can everyone check their messages? Thank you. Everyone can go back to sleep. Werewolves, wake up. Who would you like to kill? Okay, thank you. Thank you. And my gambler wolf, I'm not going to call the gambler wolf anymore. You know what happened with that. Spy wolf, could you wake up? Thank you. And I'm going to skip all the mediums. And can my seer wake up? Give me a name of someone you'd like to protect. Thank you. And everybody can wake up. It's a bright, beautiful, sunny morning, and nobody died last night. The day is yours.
Great.
What are the theories on why nobody's dying?
Curse turned.
What?
Burned.
Oh, yeah, the curse.
What does
We
that
knew
mean?
that Barbie
Killed the curse
was,
and we got a new werewolf.
yeah. We knew that Barbie was a villager because
we
Paul
didn't know
checked
that.
her.
Yep.
No, I know, but Paul had
I'm going to
checked
start
her.
just,
I voted for her because I thought maybe she was a red herring or something.
I'm going to start giving you 7-minute days from now on.
That's why I voted up on her. I think we've got to vote out Jessie today.
How many werewolves do you think we have right now?
I would definitely vote me out if I were you guys, but I am not a werewolf.
2 or 3.
I think there are 2.
I think there are 2 as well. One original and one you guys are saying turned. I don't know what that means, but
I think
A cursed werewolf, if the werewolves try to kill them, instead of dying, will turn into a werewolf.
a cursed villager.
Right, so it was either something, one of the items that protected them, or a bodyguard, or 2 curse in turn. So it's possible there's 3.
Simon couldn't give out his items, or he didn't win items. He just prevented the Simon and Colton prevented the gambling wolf from getting items.
Right.
Correct.
I'm also wondering if Barbie was the red herring on the werewolf team, and when we killed her, that's what caused someone to turn, because then went to bed, but then we had to wake up for someone to read their message. And I could see someone missing the message then. I mean, they could have missed from the night before, but it's more likely to have happened then, I think.
I get that, but I think it's a bit of overthinking the red herring.
I think
in some
somebody just
ways.
didn't wake up that was supposed to, is what I think happened.
Either Barbie was on the werewolf
Definitely.
team or not, and if she wasn't, she wouldn't be so convincing, if you like, unless she really was, unless they were real clues.
Well, I will say her clues were pretty rubbish, but she was cleared by the seer, and obviously she was aware of a villager.
I would like to hear
We were
from
told she was a villager.
see what he has to say.
Hear from who?
Ben?
He's been pretty quiet.
Yeah. Just
I mean,
thoughts.
I've been adding stuff when I felt like I had something to add. I'm a villager. I had a yellow artifact. The reason I'm being quiet is because I haven't played a game of Werewolf in, I don't know, like 6 months or something. And this is the one that I jumped in on, and it's way more complicated. So
There might be more games later. Less crazy.
Are you suspicious of anybody, Ben?
I'm still suspicious of Jesse, but I mean, I feel like after we killed Barbie and she was a villager, I would assume we all are suspicious of him at this point.
And if somebody was turned, when did it happen? Like back the first time that nobody died? Like, I'm asking this second werewolf, if there is one, how long has it been out there?
So we've had 2 nights that we know for sure nobody died, right?
Just
and
the
then the
last
third
one.
one that Cody is saying happened that we're not really sure if it did or not.
I wouldn't believe anything a wolf says.
That's fair.
So the only reason I'm still worried about, I'm not suspicious of Jesse is because of his clue, his medium clues have been really good. And if we assume he's the spy wolf and he's getting those clues, then why wouldn't medium 2 be getting the same clues and come out and say something about it?
I think what's going on is Alex wrote a fake set of clues to give the spy wolf.
Okay. Oh, like completely like misleading?
Yeah, he wrote a complete fake set of clues so that the spy wolf could pretend to be, and therefore I think the wolf in sheep's clothing was absolutely correct about the spy wolf. I think they're if you like, a wolf man, and they get fake clues so they can pretend to be a medium. The seer can check them, and they still look like a medium.
So then Barbie's clues were real.
Yeah.
Which means the
Jesse's are
spy
bad?
wolf is not protected by anything.
Yeah, that's what I think. And I think the dividing by 10 stuff is all just a bit of a red herring from Alex to make the clues sound really believable.
So does that mean that Jesse's bad? I mean, Jesse was the other medium too.
That's
no, Jesse, I think, is the spy wolf.
Okay.
And I
Not
think
the spy wolf.
And I think Stephen might have been turned, although I'm not sure.
You think I might be turned?
Yeah.
Why?
I think who would get killed from the pattern of who's been killed on one of the nights when no one got killed, you're on my possible list. I also, it's just a gut feel from social reads. I'm just putting out there thought. I still think we should kill Jesse today, way over Stephen, and I may well change my mind by tomorrow, but I'm just putting it out there. That's where my current suspicions are. And we
Are
can't
we still
have that
doing
long
the
with
adds
left.
to 10 thing just in case? Or
No, that's Jesse's clue. If Jesse is a wolf, it doesn't matter.
So
So
don't do
nominate
that?
Jesse.
I would avoid doing 10.
Yeah, I would avoid that too at this point.
Nominate Jesse.
You would avoid it?
I don't think
I
it
got a
matters at all.
nomination from
I would
Elliot for
avoid doing
Jesse,
10.
and I have a second from Davey. Elliot, you want to unmute and give your reasoning? All right, sounds like he gave his reasoning. Jesse, what would you like to say?
I don't know. Like, I think what you guys all are saying makes sense, and I really don't have anything else.
All right, we will vote on Jesse's life. Up to save, down to kill. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that is enough. Unfortunately, you are dead, Jesse, and Jesse was a werewolf. Good night, everybody. All right. Can I get my bodyguard to wake up? Who would you like to protect? Thank you. Can I get my red herring to wake up? You can do your thing. Thank you. Can I get my werewolves to wake up? Werewolves, who would you like to kill? Thank you. Can I get my spy wolf to wake up? My spy wolf. Thank you. Can I get my seer to wake up? Who would you like to check? Thank you. All right, everybody can wake up. Except for Jess. I'm sorry, you've been killed. And the day is yours. Jess was a villager.
Just seems like an odd kill.
I think we've got the 5 original wolves.
Right.
And I think we've just got probably a couple of turned wolves left. And I think that also therefore means there's different people picking who to kill than we're doing that for the first half of the game.
At the risk of bringing suspicion back to myself, I will point out that at the beginning of the game, Alex mentioned that the cursed is not an attribute. So the people who are still in the game that were mediums could not have been turned.
I agree with that.
Elliot.
I wish that had not been said.
Yeah, you'll probably die now. Sorry.
Wait, I'm sorry. What has
I've
just
been
happened?
expecting to die for the last 10 nights. I'm very happy with my run this game anyway.
Yeah, I was very happy with Elliot throwing shade on me because it was totally illogical. But it is what it is.
Wait, Ben, explain what you're saying. You're saying that Steve could therefore not be or could be?
Correct. Elliot and Steve are the only 2 in the game right now that are safe.
Oh, because they were mediums?
Yeah.
Oh.
And Ben, I think you saying that and one of us not having died last night as well makes me want to trust you as well, given I got to trust someone at this point.
Sweet.
I think it's Connie.
She's been quiet for a while. Last few days.
Well, she's actually
You're
been
muted.
quiet the whole game.
You're muted.
You're on mute, Connie.
You're muted, Connie.
Connie, you're muted.
My bad. I said I was the one who brought up the whole point about Barbie, that we knew she was cleared, so I voted out for her just in case she was the red herring. But I was thinking it was Jesse. It had to be Jesse.
I mean, someone was turned, I think, after that. So we've written. Steve, I will support whoever you, if you nominate someone, I'll support you on it.
Well, wonderful.
The pressure.
I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying I trust you totally, and I think it is a bit of a shot in the dark.
So when you were throwing suspicion on me, was that just hoping that people didn't realize that we were cleared?
No, I was convinced by Ben's argument. I thought that was a very good one.
My suspicion list right now is Bora, Ben, and Connie. And I only say that because I'm always utterly wrong, and you should definitely not trust me. Like, I am good, but that doesn't mean that I can read people.
But I think Ben's point is dead on, if we understood the rule right. Like, I think it's helping us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, that is. I mean, that's such a helpful comment. That.
it doesn't, so
At the same
werewolves
time,
can say things that are logical and helpful. That doesn't mean that they aren't werewolves.
it could it could be to get us to trust him more. And
Like when I'm a werewolf, I
trying to
often
kill
try
the
to think of like helpful things to say so that I'm not suspicious. That being said, I don't have any idea.
No, but if he was thinking that last night, I think one of me and you get killed because the werewolves wouldn't want to get down to say the final 5 and have a couple of confirmed villagers. So I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it's 100%, but I'm saying you've got to pick. We only get to kill 3 out of the 6 possible options.
Assuming there's 2 left.
Right.
Was Connie?
And we need to find 2. Yeah.
Well, my point is there actually could be 3 left if there was an item that had an ability that we didn't know about.
And how long since the fear has been in the game? Like that information is worthless anymore, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna nominate Connie.
Second.
I have a nomination from Stephen and a second from Elliot for Connie. Stephen, do you have a reason?
Well, she's been very quiet. She's been quiet the whole game, so she wasn't a werewolf at the beginning, but I don't know. I feel as if I had to nominate somebody, like she's somebody that I feel happy nominating, if that makes sense.
And Connie, you want to give a defense?
I'm always quiet. I was in the carnival game. I was pretty much silent the whole game. I didn't really start talking till near the end. That's just the way I play because there's so many people. It's hard to talk over people. I do think that you and Elliot are clear based on what Ben said. I used to watch a lot of the Dice Tower werewolf games, and I noticed that JoJo talked a lot, and she's been really quiet. I don't know if that's because she's been out of it lately or what the deal is, but that's my only thought, really.
All right, and with that, we will vote on Connie. It's up to save, down to kill. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 down, and that is not enough. The day continues.
I'm between Bora and Jojo. Bora was suspicious at the beginning, and Jojo kind of had a little smirk on her face. I thought Connie and Jojo both had little smiles on their face when no one was talking earlier, and that's why I said I thought it was Connie to see how she would react, but then I believed her reaction. But Jojo still had the little smirk when Connie was first talking before she mentioned Jojo's name, which made me think it was more like a, oh, look, I'm getting away with it kind of thing. And then the way that Bora was like, oh, really? And like quickly put together what Ben had said makes me suspicious of Bora as well. I don't know about John, but I'm between Bora and Jojo.
I didn't vote up for Connie because I didn't suspect her. I didn't know, and I figured 3 nominations is better than 1. Bora is on my list, so why don't you nominate him? And we
I'll
can
nominate Bora.
I'll second that.
All right, I have a nomination
5,
from Davey and a second from Stephen for
Wink at
Bora.
my clue that
Davey,
it's
you
him.
want to give your reasoning? I'm going to mute everybody, and then Davey, you can unmute and give your reasoning. Davey, you're muted.
Stephen, if it does go with that and we just happen to get lucky on Chris and Bora really has to be every other day, I mean, I guess we'll find out today if it's not the day, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, basically my main suspicion on Bora is because when Ben said what he said, Bora first was a little confused and then quickly put it together. I know he could quickly put something like that together. So he was either acting or he came to the realization and now he knows who he's going to target.
Okay, Bora, you can unmute and give your defense.
All right, so I don't know what you meant by I was suspicious earlier because I've been villaged the whole game. But when he said what he said, I heard the words trait, whatever cursed trait, and then I realized that the medium must be like a trait, so you can't stack traits. So I did put that together after I was confused. But my suspicions are Ben, just because of what you guys were talking about just now. It's a really good thing to come out with as a turned werewolf to make yourself seem trustworthy.
Okay, with that, this is the second nomination of the day. Up to save Bora, down to kill Bora. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down. That is enough. Bora, you are dead, and Bora was a villager. Good night, everybody. Can I get my bodyguard to wake up? Who would you like to protect? Thank you. Can I get my red herring to wake up? You do your thing. Thank you. Can I get my spy wolf to wake up? My spy wolf. Or actually, sorry, go back to sleep. Can I get my werewolves to wake up? Who would you like to kill? Thank you. Can I get my spy wolf to wake up? My spy wolf. Thank you. Can I get my seer to wake up? Who would you like to check? Thank you. And with that, everybody can wake up. Except for Elliot, you've been killed. Thanks for playing. And the day is yours. Elliot was a villager.
Do we think there's a spy wolf, or is he just saying it?
I don't think there's a spy wolf.
Yeah, no,
I think he said on a different day, I'm not going to call this spy wolf.
No, he said
no, it was a different wolf because we like pretty much all definitely knew because of the hunter thing. This one hasn't been confirmed, but yes,
I think it was one of
It was the gambler.
Jesse.
Yeah. It was the gambler wolf. He said, I'm not going to call him the gambler wolf anymore.
Because
that was after we killed Cody.
So I will say that I feel like if Ben understood that I was cleared, he would have killed me.
I think so too, and I don't think he would have come out with that information unless it's like a double play and
well,
fooling us with that.
Or unless there was another werewolf and he didn't want to be super insistent that no, we're killing this person, but he did want them to know, hey, this is my reasoning for wanting to kill that person.
Or he could have intentionally left us around so that he could come out with it and clear himself.
Yeah, sure. There's so many options. You never know.
Yep. It's a pretty garbage game. Sorry.
Y'all are putting too much credit into my ability to think through this game.
Still think he was super honest when he brought up the whole trait and attributes thing. I don't know.
You do or don't?
I do. I think he's legit good guy. Like, I think he's trying to save us.
Are you a good guy?
Yes. Me, yes.
Okay.
How dare you question me? Well, I feel it's pretty obvious that I'm going to die today. I will put out there that I do read John as good, but I do get bamboozled. So we get 2 kills left. If we kill Connie and Jojo, that's my train. However, I don't want to be the one that's responsible for losing the entire thing.
I will say,
Davey, since Davey is the one that nominated Bora.
I trusted Davey more than other people. I also think that it would make more sense to kill someone who was clear, or to target someone, I guess, who was cleared by Paul, which would be me and John. We were both cleared by Paul at some point, which would make more sense because there's less suspicion on us for being cursed, because up until that point we knew that we were good. Which makes
what are you saying? Say that again.
So John and I were both cleared at some point in the game. If I was a werewolf, I would target one of us over Connie, Davey, or Ben, who I don't think any of them were cleared.
So are you making an argument that you're the one that turned?
No.
You or your dad?
I'm saying it makes it statistically more likely that it would be me or John. Other than that, I don't have suspicion on John. I know I'm good. So, but that would be the only reason.
if they're cursed, then they've been that way since the beginning of the game, and that has nothing to do with what they look like.
Well, what she's saying
Right,
is
because we don't
that the
know
werewolves-
if somebody's cursed or not. They don't know when you start the game. So if you, I don't see how that makes any sense.
Right, I'm saying
I do hear what she's saying. What she's saying is that the werewolves will be more likely to target somebody that had been cleared, so more likely to be the person that they did try to kill and it didn't work.
A cursed
It
player
doesn't actually
isn't
make
that
it so
good
you're more
until they
likely to
curse.
be the cursed, but it makes it more likely that as the cursed you would have been
Yeah.
turned.
Oh,
And
I
I
see
don't
what
know
you're
that it's
saying.
significant.
Yeah, I don't think
get
it's
it.
Kind of what it comes down to is both of the cursed have turned at this point, I believe. It's just a matter of who they are, which is random.
Okay, I get it now.
Wait, see, the last thing you said, you think both of the curses have changed. You think there's two.
Well, that's the world in which I'm operating. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm operating in that world because that's the worst case scenario. At this point, it's not possible that there's a bonus turn because we would have lost already.
So if there's two and we kill today, then we lose tomorrow. If there's two,
Well,
if we
or we'll
kill
find
it,
out
then
there's only one. Either way, I'm going to be gone. So my train is Connie and JoJo. I am starting to also be suspicious of Davey just because you have like the attitude of like I'm just kind of trying to wait it out and hope for the best.
That's why I was asking you about him in the first place, because I found it suspicious. Like, I didn't know who was good or bad. So if Dora ended up being good, Davey's the one that pointed it out. And the fact that he kind of looks like he's trying to wait it out.
So I'm the bodyguard and I protected myself last night, so I can protect Steven tomorrow. So he'll at least make it to tomorrow. So if we can get one other person out, then I mean it'll help him a little bit at least, because I'm pretty sure we can trust him because of what Bennett said.
Yeah,
I think that's correct.
There's not actually a way that I can be turned.
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless one of his surprises that he threw into the game that he did say he would be doing. All right. John, what do you think of that?
That said, do we believe that I thought the bodyguard has been gone for a long time? So do we believe that?
That's why I had said before, I think there was only two and everyone else was like, oh, I think it was three. Because I think that I had protected Elliot a while back when like 2 days after he came out or something like that. I protected him and then I think that they tried to attack him and didn't. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's why originally I thought there were two, which makes me now think there's one werewolf.
Jojo, what's your lead suspicion?
Probably Connie. If Davey was lying and he was the only werewolf, then this wouldn't be a huge risk
Connie.
because we'd kill someone else and we'd still have another chance.
I have a nomination from Steven for Connie. Do I have a second for that?
John doesn't like that.
Davey, okay.
I believed her last time.
Not a wolf.
I'm muting everybody. Yahoo, do you have a reason?
Well, he's claiming to be the bodyguard, which is either honest or it's not. If I don't die tonight, then that's going to throw mad suspicion on him. If there are two werewolves at this point, then we're in trouble. But I think it makes sense to kill her, and then I don't die. But the thing, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's down to the wire. We have to make the right call. Who knows what the right call is?
Okay, and Connie, you can unmute and give a defense.
I'm on the village team. I'm not a wolf. If you guys kill me tonight, then I don't see how the village wins. They're gonna take out a villager probably. He comes out saying he's gonna protect Steven. I don't know if he protected himself. I don't know if he is bodyguard. I don't know that I believe that. I thought the bodyguard died a long time ago. He's either the bodyguard that's not that great because a lot of people died, or he's lying. I don't know, but I'm just a villager.
All right, and we're going to vote on Connie's life. It's up to save, down to kill. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. We have 2 down. That's not enough.
Did I nominate Connie?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Okay. Well, somebody else nominate Davey then.
Don't, guys, I promise you I'm not lying.
I'm pretty convinced it's Davey at this point, because at first he was saying, if there's two werewolves left, then when we go to bed tonight, Steve's gonna get killed, and then the villagers will lose tomorrow. Then he came out and said, oh, I'm the bodyguard. That's why I was convinced there were only two before. And then we killed a werewolf, and now there's supposedly only one. So his story has changed just in this day. I think it's Davey.
Nominate him.
Go ahead, nominate me.
I nominate Davey.
I second.
Okay.
All right, we have nomination from Ben of Davey. You want to give a reasoning?
I already did.
Okay.
Is this the second?
Davey, this
Yeah,
is
this
the
is
second.
So I didn't change my story. No, I was saying if there are two that have turned, if there are two werewolves here and we as a village kill a villager, then we lose tomorrow. That's what I said. And then when two people were suspicious of me, I had to come out because that's the only defense that I have. And so then that's when I said, that's why before I thought that there was only one, because I thought that maybe I had protected Elliot and that worked. And then now what I said was I can protect Stephen tomorrow or tonight, so that tomorrow he's here for sure, and it eliminates one person at least. Like one suspicion. If you kill me, then I still think that it might be Connie. And yeah, Jojo said John didn't like Connie, and if there are two, then you're going to lose tomorrow. But I'm going to go with Connie.
All right. With that, we're going to vote on Davey. This is up to save, down to kill. Voting in 3, 2, 1, vote. That is enough to kill. Davey, you are dead, and Davey was a villager. Good night, everybody. Can I have my bodyguard wake up? Who would you like to protect? Thank you. Red herring, you can wake up. Thank you. Werewolves, who would you like to target tonight? All right, thank you. Spy wolf, you can wake up. Thank you. And I'm not going to call the seer. Everybody can wake back up. And Yahoo, you're dead. And with that, there are 2 werewolves to 2 villagers, and the werewolves have won.
Yep, Connie and John, right?
Joe?
And JoJo.
Ben and JoJo.
No,
That's
it's
Connie and John.
Well,
As soon as you were like,
well done,
you were
Jesse.
trying to
Well
use-
done turning them.
All right, I'm gonna mute everybody and we'll go.
Give it up for Connie and John in the end game. I'm sorry, like they had to change their game at the very end. That was amazing. Great job, guys.
All right, so you had the 5 wolves. You had a tone wolf, which you figured out they can only be killed if the nominator and the seconder have the artifacts blue and yellow to combine to produce the color green. Tone wolf was Andreas. You were able to kill him. He also was not able to make second nominations, and I put that just so that in case he, was outed, that he couldn't start messing with the village that way. You had the spy wolf that you figured out was Jesse. He woke with the werewolves every night, and he also woke when he was called, and he was being given fake clues to mislead the village, and he was also being given the exact roles of everybody who was dying. And so that was just basically an attempt to make him as deceptive as possible. He could use whatever information he wanted there to try to deceive the village, and he deceived you for a long time. So I think that worked out pretty well. We had the gambler wolf, Cody, who got to wake and give me rock, paper, or scissors. And then based on that, the medium 4 would be able to give me rock, paper, or scissors. If it was a victory for the Gambler Wolf. They received a powerful item. There were a few really powerful ones, and I think you've pretty much figured out what they all did. The Focus Sash was a Pokemon reference, and that was 2 lives. He didn't get that one. This double-barreled shotgun was basically, if he died, then the wolves that were remaining would get 2 kills the following night. So like a wolf cub. The Spider Eye potion was anytime he could text me a name, and then that person would die of poison the following morning, and he used that on Paul. The Fury of the Fallen was the hunter kill that he used at the end there. When he died, immediately get to take somebody with him. The Ash Maiden's Soul didn't come into play, but that would have given him the spellcaster ability to silence somebody each night. And then Guldo's Breath was my favorite one that he used to completely end the day in the middle of you talking and go straight to a werewolves meeting, and then they killed somebody. We had the Time Wolf, which was Sean. You figured that out. When they voted out, get their identity, and then you have to guess the year, and you guessed the correct year. And then the Phasing Wolf, Yahoo was very, very perceptive there in the beginning. He's like, phasing was a thing in Magic the Gathering, and that's kind of where I got that from. It was every other night you could kill them, and that was Chris. So your confused seer was Paul, who lasted quite a while. He was either getting a Pusheen plushie for villagers or a passport for werewolves. We had, let's see here, Bodyguard was Davey. He did some, I think he did a really good job of evading suspicion from the wolves and being able to make them think that he was not important. And then he did protect somebody. I believe he protected Colton on one night. And then we had your apprentice medium was Colton. And then in terms of Lycan was Eddie, never came into play, and Jerry never came into play. And then the cursed villagers were Connie and John, who, when the wolves had plenty of targets of confirmed villagers they could have gone after, they chose to go after those 2. I don't know why, but you got them, and that's what won the wolves the game there at the end. So well chosen, I suppose. I think I will open it up to people talking right now. And what do people think?
Thanks, Alex.
That was great.
That was a ton of fun.
Awesome.
Alex, can you let Connor in?
Yeah,
I do feel bad that
I'm right here, guys. Thanks.
I do feel bad that it came down to the cursed at the end, but hey, that's werewolf. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
I love that it devolved into regular werewolf.
Had to go after the playing villages then to try and get cursed.
Maybe you should at the end. You should have said, "If you kill me, the game is over." Should have been more convincing. You won't.
Well,
Really,
I don't think it
sound
would have mattered.
convincing.
I don't think it would have changed anyone.
Well, I did believe you at the very end, after we had all voted. Like you clearly looked like you were not happy, and I was like, "Oh crap."
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
I was so surprised Davey came out, and I'm like, okay, now there's 2 confirmed people, and then everybody's like, it has to be Davey now. He's lying.
The problem is you can't come out that late. Like it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And you saying that you protected yourself,
Jesse,
that was
MVP
really
Wolf.
nice.
No, it was the right play though. Me and Adam
Thank
both
you.
were typing in chat and both said it right before you mentioned it. Like, this is what you should do. You should come out and claim you protected yourself, to double think, whatever.
Absolutely.
Because otherwise
the
they're going to
village-
target Steven.
The
and
smart
then-
move by the village was not to kill that day, no matter who was nominated, because
I
then it
wasn't
would have
sure, but
it would have lessened your chances, and it basically would have. And if Davey would have protected someone, then you
probably would have
believed
protected
him.
Ben or JoJo.
Yeah, you're right.
You were
Did we
super
killed on
sus,
4, didn't
so they
we?
wouldn't have killed you. They would have thought Steven was protected. They would have targeted one of the other 2, and there was a chance you. Yeah.
Did we
I
kill
would
on
have figured they would have targeted Davey at that point.
Killed on 5.
I would have went for Ben. Because
Yeah, if they targeted Davey, it was
it had
super
to be Ben or
sus, so
JoJo at that point.
I don't think they would have killed him.
Connie, it was you.
But yeah, when you guys nominated Connie and John didn't make that face, I thought, oh, it's over. You guys caught that, but I mean, it's just part of spectating. It's much easier to. It's so obvious.
I
You're
saw it
spectating
and I thought, if there's 2, that's him, man. And so. But then everybody voted up on
You
Connie.
just went. You guys seconded her. You were
Fine.
just so distraught that Like, oh, it's not her, guys.
I chose
But
to make that face. I thought that would be like, oh, guys, it's not her.
yeah, well,
Right.
from an outsider's
That's what
perspective,
a
it was
werewolf
very
would do.
obvious. But
I needed somebody else did.
If they actually
I
voted
should-
her out, then they'd be like, oh, yeah, he was all like.
yeah, it was very close.
I thought
I should
Tyrion voted
mention
Connie
that,
out, and nobody voted. It's like,
Now, I should mention that your mediums, you kind of knew what they were. Medium 2 was Barbie. Medium 5 was a Yahoo. Jugan was medium 1. Medium 3 was Elliot. And medium 4 was Simon. I didn't mention that, but I think you figured that out.
I'm glad I came out with my clues because I was like, the heck is in New Mexico? I'm so confused.
Was I right?
So
was that
that-
what you were going for? The money, $1 million, whatever?
$1 million.
So that clue, I really, I thought that was a really good clue because both there is that road in New Mexico that's 550, and I saw that on Google that like it's the $1 million road, so it could be that. But actually, if you had thought about it in terms of like 550 nm, like nanometers, that's actually the color green in the spectrum. So both ways
Yeah, I
you
was
could
not
have
getting there.
That's about the dumbest thing I've ever
That's
heard.
what I thought, but I didn't want to say anything.
500 miles. I was like, what the?
There were two ways to get green from that clue.
I was confused when you said something
Wow.
about jealousy, and I realized it was green with envy.
Yeah.
But I was just like, man, this is like more cryptic. Like, so later on, they were getting like more and more obvious, and then
I thought
Well,
the village was doing like
soon as I got
crazy
that-
good following those clues.
As soon as I
Yeah.
got 00FF00, I was like, oh, that's
Right.
green. That's the code for green. But I died that night. So I don't know if you got it too, Colton, the same night.
yeah, I
died.
did.
Okay.
Which I
Oh,
didn't need to
Col-
say anything because we already figured it out. We were already on
Colton
that
was
track.
the backup medium.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Was the red herring just nothing?
Correct.
Red herring was nothing. It was a red herring.
Like
it was just a
everybody
waste
would
of time.
not stop talking about it. I was like, come on, guys.
The numbers were a red herring as well. That was just to give Jesse some backup for his fake clues.
Well, no, Cody
What was
was
the red herring
that,
roll
or
about?
that clue for the
Yeah.
numbers.
Is that just like just to confuse
Yeah,
everyone?
that's right. I did use the numbers when I gave Colton clues. towards
Which,
the end.
so I mean, looking back at the numbers, there was more odd numbers between 75 and 178. That's why I
We were just
wanted to
all
double
dead.
check. I was like, that seems too obvious, but it's just because they had killed
Mhm.
Could
all the
Cody
ones,
have
and they
been
obviously
killed?
prepared it.
Sorry, could Cody have been killed by anybody?
Yeah, unless he had the focus sash.
Yeah.
He would have
Okay,
just had
yeah.
second
So
life.
there was no special way you had to kill Cody.
Nope, they were just the three wolves that were difficult to kill: the phasing wolf, the time wolf, and the tone wolf.
And so it was medium 4 getting information every night or only when I didn't?
Medium 4 was only getting information when they tied with the wolf or
Okay.
when they beat the wolf.
Okay. Wasn't sure if it was intentional that we were getting it on a draw.
And you got a little bit more information than I expected you to get. You survived one night because of the bodyguard, so that was good.
Okay.
That was a crucial save by Davey.
Well, right. I was hoping there was a bodyguard, and I was hoping. The reason I said it, I wanted to kill Jesse because I thought that was gonna be good information. You know, being able to confirm which one of them was lying.
Yep.
Even if we killed our medium, I would get the more new medium info. We're still getting medium info, and then we know the other one's lying because
The village wasn't killing people at the beginning, and it was kind of interesting because every time somebody was killed by the village, I was going to give you the color information of the two people that
Yeah.
nominated and seconded them, and so
I
you didn't
realized
get
that.
that information until like 3 days later. So that
Well,
was
yeah, the
kinda
first time was mentioned was Andreas. So I guess it's fortunate that that was relevant because we would have just sunk into it.
Yep. Yeah, it
Yeah.
it actually would have harmed us possibly.
We
Had
really
that
lucked out there.
werewolf. Yeah.
Would we have
Like
been
if that had been a
mod
werewolf that wasn't the color werewolf, we would have been done.
Would we have been mod killed if we woke up during
Hi,
the red
Judy.
herring?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.